Atadi of share the birthday. Atadi of share the downy. The birthday. Me na me atadi almost 3,000 Ghana. Me na me pamwe. Ah. Now who me kwasi ase? Me se me ntiase and ntiase watch na. Me se me efia se nya me e na me pam atadi ma wabodu ya live na so. Se nya me e na me pam atadi ma wabodu ya live na so.
Bias na esasa once sa obey a cake. Obey a cake. Na what one say we need to mebo obi dua. Me oya mebo ni dua. Obi ye obone a wo so onya lawyer no odem. Wan kope lawyer na de oni koto dua boso a. Na obi repi oba eku yira we ku ni free.
Say nya me e na me pam atadi ma wabodu ya live na so.
Ye free the age of the gods and to say odeni bodua kura nya adwuma. Ye free age of the gods. Baby, we are saying, we don't need God. We don't need gods. We don't need angels. What we need is critical thinking, science, technology, and analysis, critical analysis in every issue.
It's here for me church obia. Seto SSK ena eka say Mr. Obaya share video me fast okay. Invite a man for tag a man for ebeye crampa be mushe de ebia ne level no higher. So it is an about ebia ne boys ni biti say bia ya wuda na say obia unim say bia no so oye about religious teachings no. So P Black crampa de one shada nye videos apart from say bia or support to ya wuda na say or support to be mushe in reading and I want to say what your programs one. But say people like Crampo Betty join here. So no, a bay kama, say Bear Mushe na Casso Betty join here and Quebec kama, and Crampo then Quebec clear. Nanka, ye who the real intentions behind how a Bear Mushe call Miami Grace platform no so. Okay, video way is about a video from Bear Mushe himself or call Miami Grace platform so. Ben Moshe episode or chese the Bible no degrade a ma and I say bia or ye or can't say before Bible ne can't say before ma according to Ben Moshe no Bible no respecting ma so what they say Moshe was respecting ma pa Bible no mom there and respecting ma and Moshe quote 2 verse be and this is why now me make it topic and I say this is why you should be very careful listening to Ben Moshe because the man who say or exaggerate enyema bebre. Ben Moshe exaggerate. So or kasebiana the entisano because he wants to make a point in it. Okay, ultimate exaggerate. And so we perfect example. Any case now about Nansenya between him and his ex-girlfriend, and his girlfriend, and answer according to some people, no, just for publicity stunt. A scam, just a prank, no more play on the people, no. Moshe ba no akase me na me to aduane for 4,002 edema again, no. So what is yana? According to him, no saba bontin said there be only 12 Ghana cedi. And he was exaggerating. Time when I know what before 2002, no. He was exaggerating. And this me na me to kramine 2005 edema again, no. So what is yana? Time when I walk Kasano, he was speaking with any breso, no Okasa any breso. But later on, no, he was exaggerating. There be only 1,005 penamedema again, no say get in Franco Tokramine. So get me share none see to only say on the new men go fixing the semano. He was exaggerating. Another he was lying. Later, no was back, no because there be get we say there, Michelle and the same or no. The time will be ano or Timi can say be aware and another version be you would think that he is telling the truth. So and I say to me many the end there. My Bible dear me Christian me follow Bible no me try my best me follow Bible no. Me perfect me can't say me perfect. Na me Christian me perfect daddy me try my best. Me acknowledge say the Bible nature a good. Say me be born a crampon Minim say enye Bible na kyerem say me nyɛ saa de bɔne no ɛyɛ me na mentimi nhyɛ me ho so me na mentimi follow the Bible ne ka no but the Bible no kyerem say me nyɛ saa de bɔne no enti na maybe follow Bible no but say bia me gi Bible ni na me kan Quran no say me kan Quran and as me read the Quran to the people na me nyɛ say the Ben Moshe ɛyɛ wɔ ha say to the Bible me nyɛ saa so what say na say me ngi Bible Quran ni ndi say efiri Nyankopɔn ho no na me kasa fa Quran ho na I have to represent the Quran exactly say the Quran enti obi kɔ no kokobusa say to kan say ni say fa Quran ho oba back na and then you say bia oba no ba kyerem say say to the kind na wrong I don't say wrong no anyway any bi ne ba ye wo ha say no I say Ben Moshe o kasa amanfo ginidi say what say na enti gidi na ba ni mu gidi na ba amanfo bi mu already ni enti no o kasa amanfo nko ba kyerem hwe biom nobody goes and check especially so was say kind free Bible ni mu na enti o kind Bible verse na o yi quotation we wo ha say no o kind kyerɛ wa yes what kind free Bible ni mu de but understanding all the be ma wo no e ho na ye problem tina make can say wo so wo ha say ya yes say ba be attack obi for nothing but e kwan na ma me hunu say okay information na Moshe dey ma me no me de be gina so dey making me decision no say information no Moshe won fa the correct one ma me tina wo say me call outside me call hear more information na hu say enye sa na Bible ni kire de Moshe ka say Bible ni ka se sia no enye sa na Bible ni ka enye no kore so wo ye no kwafo a any kwan say wo gidi say Bible ni firi Yakopon honom but the Moshe e kire say Bible ni se enye no enye sa na Bible ni ka simple and tiatia okay enti me the link e beto honom ye tie mo ba Moshe no masem ha se no minim say amanfo bi honom de a so mo mpe wa asem a yenka so mo mpe wa asem a okay mo mpe bibia asem a de obeka bia no they will have mo mpe tie so wo kan no kwene mpa kire mo na because enye de ompe so mo tie ni nti no omo ntie se wo twa omo ntro na se eye de ompe so omo tie a wo twa omo ntro na eye de ompe so omo tie na omo enjoy more na eno ombe accept they will open their hands and they will accept it because they didn't the ompe so omo tie no sa na akwa ye wa se no kenti mi se amanfo bi wo honom de a emfa omo ho se eye no kuro se nya no kuro Moshe beka bia na emfa omo ho because omo mpe Bible na sem anyway say Moshe kasa against Bible no say o put Bible no in the way to them Bible no nkyere sa inform ho but bia ebi mu te say me there was some people bi na omo nim this like I didn't know before no enti through the bia me way effort na me give on omo so beka say okay I don't like the Bible me nge Bible ni ndi but the Moshe kan dey say to kan wa say no sana Bible ni chira na sanya sana Bible ni chira so there were some people be na they will be honest to themselves until they will go and search for themselves okay and yes sana Bible ni chira the Moshe kan wa say no there me ne nya adwene and they will know the truth for themselves say the Bible ni kan na sanya say na Bible ni kan okay Mr. wa oba share video am fast invite a man for tag a man for na je de yensu a ade embo mo ha say okay but Moshe person ka say Bible no tarnish the image of women Bible no tarnish the image of women Mama yentie so you say what did Abraham said you be what video this is here okay so you be tie Abraham no ma say video no wa say video we say so no Chronicles of Avraham Ben Moshe when I make me download the video we say maybe your home video okay Jude Amadi on also say I am watching you from the side mirror okay which okay let the Bible speak to one line so me che obi we bought the Abraham kind you bought the Abraham kind no until me back platform we say so now I wanted to do this video no private na come we na post to so come here no private me am ya na me can the me can for video we ho na me we na come post to but sometimes no so won kwa we ya na me pese me another people opinion because how na me hu no be some people saw it also different so what they say na and time me ba life we want me ba life no na me ma opportunity say people can see it too say me video we say no they can put their 2 cents in it almost bet me do ma adwena betumbi no ma kase da bi say to e ye wona we wrong Moshe you correct so what say dem me patch no and time me be one person me in life no say can me in private cramp can be easy for me because me we are Met me as I edit no ma edit baby, I mean who say be a man of form here, and as a man can ye no, so what is yana. But me life for saying the end there. The make can be a maker, man of form crampona, it will be you already, mean to mean change into a different, okay. Kwabna teaching some child, Kwabna me long time, me on catch it. Okay, also for example, Moshe showed there are 2 genealogies of Jesus and they are inconsistent. Okay, you guys have never shown his video and disprove him. Now, if you think that this personal issues can save your book, is very funny. Okay, one thing against it, okay. Se Ben Moshe a show. We say there it's about the Bible. This topic is not going to be about his personal life. Okay, it's going to be about the Bible. Ben Moshe quote 2 verses from the Bible now. Or the Kasafa. One example, what the Bible has said, and they say Ben Moshe a show 2 different genealogies. So what I say now? So genealogy when I will show you know. So we say Christo ni bia onim Bible ni muna. There is an answer to this. There is an answer to this. But as a woman petty, a man for petty, they don't care. Okay, but then focus on topic we are so so in Michiao, Kwabna Michiao, okay. Also Boatin Michiao was Romans chapter 1 verse 22, but I don't know the one at the moment in it, you know. Me and Kumbo Moshe, a seminar or kind of has said okay. I hope to say Ben Moshe be video we said. So we are honest to ourselves now. In this particular video now, who won't say Ben Moshe will expose himself at the on one and one seminar trying to say. I don't mean to say. And the Ubokas are quite is a fan. Who support you be you just support him. Open the pakona move on. I want Ben Moshe to prosper. So what I say now, but and not by deceiving the people. And the main pen is because information the man for taking it to make decisions. Information amount for people depend on that information. Thinking say they are getting a credible source. Information now what they mameno what can't say was spending years in his room. Was spending years in his room no they study Bible no until that will make you think say he knows what he's talking about. And no one but it be one na enye moment here.
Now watch me ba. Now we repeat me ba. Yeah say me mboka. Na me nsan tam me ba no. Me jiwen me nsan fa ne ma. People are kind.
Deuteronomy 20 verse 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 28.
Suppose a man is caught raping a girl.
Mami grace enye rape. Suppose a man is caught raping a girl
who is not engaged.
He
is to pay the girl's father.
He is to pay the girl's father
the bride price of 50 pieces of silver.
And I'm 50,000 Ghana.
Oh, the 50
whatever. On some from again, papa.
And she is to become his wife.
Because
he forced her to have intercourse with him.
Wait. People are bobium.
Suppose a man is caught raping a girl. Who is not engaged.
He
is to pay the girl's father.
The
bride price of 50 pieces of silver.
50 pieces of silver.
And she is to become his wife.
Because
he forced her to have intercourse with him.
Or force you about on any die.
He can. Hamami grace and him. Hey. Moshe, and that exaggeration I am making can be what I say, okay? Ebina, Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28, 29, about Moshe, a kind of what I say is here, they are trying what I say. It didn't think I was shall say free honum. You know what say? I didn't think I was shall say free a honum 28 honum. No one shall say free like 25. Anything I want shall say free 24. No one shall say free 28 because the contest no and shall say free 28. But Moshe bebo video a kind 28 in we are or kind 13. Deuteronomy and so contest shall say from 13. As some number Moshe can say from was no. The contest shall say free 22:13. Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse number 13. A whole contest shall say free and the differences with the moment.
Can never divorce her.
Want to mean divorce that? We break your fat. Now wabano ateti awade we now rapist kwa beda hwe nim. Mami Grace when na ebre masi emfa wobu mama afei yanko virginity test.
So what say? Into Ben Moshe point now he read or read this verse we say and say ebre masi emfa ebu mama. That is what Ben Moshe read. You be kind verse in context, okay? So be rape will be a Bible. What will be the punishment according to the Bible? Bible is a death. Yeah, I mean, who how that Ben Moshe, me who how when I met him, I put you the message and said the best sound like Ben Moshe the enemy because Manuyan says and I may catch it on. The Bible only tells the punishment for a rape a death. So kind of in context now, okay, clearly. Verse 9 will quote to Ban was saying, okay, it is not said the Ben Moshe represented Chere was saying, Entisa Bakokra. And a way says also Enchere say, Bible no then or can mashe. But according to the Jews, you know, this is how they value, say the omo value oba, where then, what Tina ne papa fee, now where then, Okukodu stage beer, ye wale na, still no a virgin. And they value virginity. And who consequence or punishment according to their time no. And your best we say in the Bible and can't say you Bible near report to situation at two Ben Moshe yen say the Bible ne say ye ko wale oba no a virgin yen sinabo. But on one no masem no bon say obeka say a Jew for no enye kasa. And we are now reading something which is in the past. Enye Bible no can say yen ko bibiasa. But Ben Moshe Toma say Sana Bible ni say yenkoye. That is what I mimi who say a deceive and yes in contest and yes Sana Bible ni train. So was it a patch no? The person or kind or kasa kakra you the big screen so. Na mo nyina ma hunu bi okay.
Bible ne be kire say ya ware oba no onye virgin ayenku no.
So what say Bible ni be kire say ya ware oba no onye virgin ayenku no. And the verse now all kind of was saying no. That is what he is trying to tell us. It's not Bible ni train. Bible ni train yes I be kwabna that you say past or not. Apparently God once said this. Apparently God said once said this, okay? And then a because your modern day we say no. They want to say a harsh, a very harsh. Say God will say this no. But that was not our period of time. In your time, no. And I said, yeah, say, a harsh, no. It doesn't, that was the perfect punishment for their time. What you say, now? Untimin can say, a beer, your generation, Tamana be Susano, a beer, you go Ghana, say, and you school be my, your boo a month for school, no. Your boo a month for it came, boo a month for no. A beer in thousands to come, no. It will. Any possible biome this idea in honor, but to their generation that was the perfect solution. Time no more here a month for being here cane no here and fear. God was giving them almost punishment of their time on and no. And you can say it is harsh for you today, but you cannot say it is bad because you don't know almost situation no. The severity of the sin no determines the punishment. And the time we hear punishment now, you hear punishment now, and a bit determine how severe the way and it here. And your punishment to be a deserved death at their time. What I say, and your punishment to be and the punishment to be one of now we are pay even punishment to be what we are undeserved death. Punishment to be what we are deserved death according to that generation. Oh, Sweeney sister don't have any point. So what they say now for Sweeney then there, Ben Moshe into Sweeney, are you trying to tell us say what the Bible is teaching us say? You go worry about no virgin you these days. And the Bible this day. Okay, this was the best that God could do at the time. Wow. Yes, yes. Because what the FSC was saying, okay. It's who to you, no? That is what I'm saying. And they say it is easy for you to sit down and say, a bad for because how you think to now, how now we generation a bad. You can say that, okay, fine. Senka generation, we say ye impose that kind of laws, no way you swear. And then I will say that I cannot follow this God because say I cannot do this. But that generation, I mean, honum, in an generation, or Yeah, apply the same logic. We say, yeah, apply the same logic. We say the man no man. There was a time when almost sebi according to the memete, you know. To their time, they were not fools, so no munjimi yo, but they almost omujid no, they no munim no. So you see a war akra, ebia obi. That's a akra disable a disabled child now. Almost you ko ja akra ne kwan. Tom de no ko enwuram afuom enwuram ensuo bi mu. That is what I have heard. Say me wrong, me sorry, sana me tie. According to nananom time no omunim die bi no. Ti akra bi o ye disable ye wo no na sa akra ne disable bi a. No de no ko afuom, no mo kwa den, no mo kwa ja ne kwan. Not because they were fools, but that is what they believe in. Almost system no. And let's add the way any will be. Ya move kwa yanim. So what is saying? It's their time on a I was penny for the dish idea we show me. It's the time on our way, yeah, because God say punishment when I did say God gave it to them. No, it doesn't mean say God didn't know, but that was the punishment appropriate to their generation. You don't have to accept it, but that's how it is. Okay. What the end to us, Moshe no masem.
Messi Old Testament ye Juma, and Pentecost I saw them guessing, no more. As the guessing, Apostolic Anglican, what you know?
What say? Ben Moshe say, Senka Old Testament a year Juma. Senka Old Testament a year Juma. So Ben Moshe knows for the fact it's the Old Testament a year Juma. A year Juma. Especially the Ode Kasafa has said, but he is trying to tarnish. He is selling the message. He wants you to have this kind of feelings and say, I don't know, God say I should kill somebody on your virgin. But on importe say verse in Nyejuma and Nyejuma. And ye time on no kind verse now he's talking to the Israel for laws on the Mawam. On him. But because of the audience now, a Quran on the audience now follow no. Why compromise? And what's our can say ma or mutie said the fit on my command. And no person me no. What can I say now? A bit provoke a bit more energy. Muti the kind say or see Old Testament say enkaye juma. Muti ono ne kind nyam na me kind. Mumi tibio.
Anka Pentecost I saw them guessing. Bible never say ya ware oba no onye virgin ayenku no. Messi Old Testament ye Juma, anka Pentecost I saw them guessing no mo. As the guessing na ko mo. Apostolic Anglican. Wo mu nyina.
What say? It is Old Testament a year Juma na say nye Juma. Enye Juma biom. It say enye Juma biom what na wo gina we say so aka Bible ni see yenye sa. Small say me patron no. So when we say Bible no nkyere say a year Juma enye Juma biom because it will new covenant. And then you follow. I don't think that we be gina old covenant and so e dey disgrace and say e dey tarnish Bible no. Jack Bauer say I disagree with you, okay? Because me try say na me involve people. Me the link be to no, me fa link me the link be to me mo video no kakra na me fa link to no. Say the be amount for so come and share their opinion just like the brother we are in Jack Bauer why you has says you know. You don't have to agree with me. So just like I don't agree with the Moshe can has saying. That is what I'm saying. And also about bit I'm not here say me here fans and I say me here fans be there. Okay. And you bit my can again. Let me link it better now was joining. I disagree with you, bro. Crime is crime. It's not it has no expiring date. Punishment in your crime. Okay, brother. Punishment in your crime. So be a baby. Yeah, the laws to one say who betray our country, okay, it's a Ghana or law to one say be who betray our country. So offer our country, the secret now kokotoma another country just to harm your country, no. Now ye chiwa or punishment a filing squad, ye be kuwa, okay, and I say be hangewa. Me di make example. That's a way yes hard we near chill near hangewa and on your crime. And no a punishment or consequence for action the way and on your crime, okay. Men can say crime is a crime, say the be say law no say. So when ye what utifie na e be follow near the oko na when ye virgin na was nka wo ye virgin or punishment say be see wabo near ko that was the law until you see wabo ko and on punish and your crime okay a punishment for your way so what you say now a crime is a crime and that's no spine days. Slavery is bad today and it's bad yesterday correct. Your God that sanctions the Old Testament is limited God and certainly cannot be the creator. Okay, and yeah, why you know, okay, what I say no. And slavery, who would tell you know, and you find slavery in the Bible, no, okay. The slavery God sanctioned in the Bible, no, it doesn't say that you can go and kidnap somebody and go and sell him. See, now make us say you don't. I say the word rape. The Bible use Bible, you use English translations, no, okay. You use the word rape. You use the word rape. And no, Christ Bible, you use that. But okay, check it. The concordance now, the Strongs now, according to the word now, the word rape, no, it only stands for lying down with a woman. To lie down with a woman. It's not like rape now. It's you know. So the Bible, you know, me the best me didn't have a good screen so no. It's yet the word slavery. It's the word rape now. How now you understanding the word rape today? You know, and I say it's slave as you know. Then we impose that on the Bible. But okay, the context now, you will understand the Bible. So yes, the Bible nature example, Daddy. Moment was into Ben Moshe na Ben Moshe. Editum say Old Testament and Yeduma. Because enke ye adwuma dia enke ye ko SD asoro dem enke ye ko ba bia na enke ye behu se ma bebrenye virgins so mo wale enti ben mu she nyim se enye adwuma. So what is his point saying say Bible we say a wicked book because enchre yesa someone say dem ye to aso
kwai bo ne ba be kire say obi ye enye virgin ayenku no
Timothy adia onu abi na no sisi e ka kire say enye adwuma and apply to yen biono. What's the Bible nature say obi nye virgin ayenku no. My guy, you don't have to like the Bible. Send me pattern, okay? Say bia bibi of Quran anymore. Say bibi of Quran anymore. Now apply today. Meaning say and apply for the Muslims today. Will Quran anymore say this is in the Quran, but abrogated. The Muslims no more be verses be on now. Apply before, but apply beyond. Now me can't try man for now, okay? Me nyen say dey I don't apply and for the Muslims. I will never do that because that would be deceiving. So minim say the assembly Quran e can see you know even though say e wo Quran anymore no but it does not apply to the Muslims today. A law be a demand that time. And as you see a law na change the new law aba. New law no more follow no enne. Na me ye pretend say Quran is munye say so ade mean a deceiving. And to Moshe name say Old Testament no apply to yen and see what the Bible na kire say obi eden obi nye virgin ayin sinabo. Me try my best for you now also ye sincere to say no. So what I say na say me kokko to say Asantini and I say Ghana ni any French ni Ghana ni any German ni omu di asem bibini any broni omu di asem na say bibini ni asem nye da because me bibini ni ntino I don't have to me fa me hu nyina kokko time say we bibini nti o say me support no. So also kind of crank there. Sometimes you know you have to put the truth where it is, especially say who is say me the two ones there me harm will be and free. Kind of crank yes and Bible nature. Ono agitum. It a moment to us.
o de tie punishment ye de be mo ba na hwe punishment ye de ma be ma no na hwe say equality and there's discrimination people like kind
Mote be Moshe say mo hwe punishment ye de be ma oba ne hwe punishment ye de be ma be ma na mu ye be hu say Bible no I say we more harsh to the women than to men. Hase na meka say be Moshe wanye honest punishment but the moment people can kind me we am the be screen so no man hunu bi say wo tie be Moshe a me nka say me tie be Moshe me nka say be Moshe ni nsem a obeka ni nyina ye ntro me nka sa but or agenda onim de be Moshe nim de audience ne hwehwe free ni nchen onim de otena platform so a obeka obenya viewers onim into obegina honum na say na it's not about speaking the truth and also trying to let the people know say say na Bible nature there be so what is say na it sanity tina me say money na honum ye ba behwe punishment between the man and the woman but ye behwe crime na e wo omomienu ntem no ye ka say punishment between the man and the woman na o man committed the same crime mpo it be na o punishment na the same so o punishment na enye the same omo crime no the same but he was expecting say omo punishment in the same logic be any by
Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 13
Na so be ewale yele
24 22 and 24
22:13. Sorry.
P Black so me one dey fufu no me nyet said your come P Black me respect you pa je me na kan P Black verse no omo tro nti verse na kan
Deuteronomy 22:13.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 13
Na so
Kemuti, Deuteronomy 22:13. After the all kind 13, before all kind Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse number 28. When you can Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28. And all kind honomana or no in the context, she share honomano. And it was our jump call back to Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse number 13. It didn't I didn't think one shot here free 13 honum, no one can man miss 28, 29. Because you will understand. And I'm a catcher say, Hassan and Musa Ben Moshe, on your honest, no? Because how no be kind verse or can we, you know? So kind etwa and it will prove the punishment for a man. It will prove the punishment for a man, for mema. But almost all kind verse we now or explain it today among for say or no person will explain it among for we are. No, I cut verse no so no, I jump to Leviticus. After the now among for you say I am pass the Bible near very harsh. Now Bible no discriminate against a ma. Munti Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse number 13. Me see me we are me this verse is in be good screen so okay. Me I can here.
be e wale ile.
Os Mami Grace eni o. O se wo wale jere.
Na okɔ ne ho.
Na oni oba ne koda.
Na ɔmpɛ ne bio.
Na ompe oba ne bio.
Na ɔde eningwase sɛ ɛto ne so.
Na be man no start say ogu oba ne nimu ase. Aboni dede we ria ho. Oh, me waro kra na nya virgin. Oh, tu ni amakofa. Na we gu yiri nimu ase say. Mami
Oba be ma ogu be oba ni mase. Enti imagine say wo ye be ma na wo no oba tena ase. Na unto esin bia ma oba no. Unto atali bia 3,000 ma oba no. Unhan dine flat 3 bedrooms bia ma oba no. Unto for 4,200 bia ma oba no. Na wo be gina bedwam. Na wo catch a man for say na ma ya ma oba we say na oba we nim guasefo na. What kind of guy are you? To Bible no all the over pointy fingers. Some logic na wa say no. Oba na wo de wo krampo de wo wale no wo de wo ti na be drum bonten and wo be disgrace oba we de a kire abonten so for say na wa ya ma oba no later wo be ka say da bi na onya hwe ma oba no enim go asie we na wo de ma oba no verses now what can we say krampo no prove krampo how na Bible no respect ma because Bible no pese kire say oba na wo tena sia menye adwamansem tena se kopem say o time no be do benye obi obewale wo obeye virgin. At that time, no, when point time no, at that time no, mummy to us. In the Bible, no, part say, "Uko wale bema ko wale oba." That's a bema no. A true stage, no on poor bani bio, no or disgrace oba no in public, or disgrace oba in publica. Yen to us.
Grace dey tie o. To aso kan
Na ɔbɔ no edinbɔne sɛ.
na onam ne nkurofo mu e na ɔbɔ ne yiri dinbɔne sɛ.
Ma wale ɔbɛ yi.
Me ware wo bɛ yi.
Na me kɔ ne ho no.
Na me ne wo bɛ yi koda ya no.
Ma to no ɔbɛ bu no.
Me kɔ ya no onye virgin a.
Ɛne.
Mami Grace, according to Jewish custom, no, wo ware oba anadwo na e wo se woni ne da.
What say according to the Jewish custom? Enti asem na Ben Moshe kasa fa ho sisi no no enye wo it's speaking about the Old Testament Jewish custom. Jew for so what is on what can wo video ni mumpo but among for adwene ma ho according to Jewish custom Ben Moshe explain train it Ben Moshe o explain moment no
Emamo entoma white na mo de
enko back.
according to Jewish custom no wo ware oba anadwo na e wo se woni ne da. Emamo entoma white na mo de ase empa no so wo breaki na mo apepa moja no sa moja no e ya dance enti no wo de bekwa akoma oba ne papa na oba ne papa de isie se de be na wo chine bi wo boni dimbone a na wo de abedi adanse e
Muti de okan wa say na the conti a make up pause we o say no say ese Ben Moshe refer to oba ne papa. Eti oba ne papa ne somebody na oye like prominent e was system we assembly more say their time no Jewish custom no oba ne papa no e den on the ruler the leader of the house enti bibia na oba ne papa no so. Say what you say na we bo how Ben Moshe be kasa fa oba ne papa hu later. Enti the Jewish custom time no oba no say what na fie ko do stage bi na e baba wale from fie dia e wo say wo ye virgin say wo nye virgin a wo di enimguase wo di fin aka family no So punishment for that, according to their custom, their time, it was stoning to death. You will die for doing that. That is their time. Omolos, no. Okay. A bit of on for so on peneso. A more than the research on campus peneso. Okay. But that time the mini one be intimate make us found too much. Some peneso and some peneso they are a happy area. Into their time, Obano tenefia. Because how now they cherish virginity, they cherish a man in say Obano kobo akoshibra. Now on 3 bedrooms be from guys be one of my Shian on Quanchain. Sa Obano, Obetene fee, and be say Baba for free fee. Now, only Bemani Kokoda, Obama, or Baby on Wadi and Anasa before selling Nikuno. Only no Kokoda. Obenya evidence be a professor or bar receive them may be unfine a home cam. And which means that to them, no, there may be a cocoa wali or bar from Fiena or Barno Bay, the first or bar when yaman. So what is it? Obana Bay, the first lady. That's a Jewish custom here. And to us
into people like to us on a kind.
Any abofane ejanena emfa abofane babuni essentially ni enfimra kono penifo ne nche.
Enti se me gu me yiri animu ase so onye virgin ye beko asendie ye fa sahindri oba ne papa aba o de
okay etie for mote oba ne papa aba or the evidence beba evidence now omko share nwumre no ye de man or the beba
virginity proof no entoma no or the beba be di adanse ye to aso e
kono pona no
wo krona pona no
na abofane ja enka che penifo nse
na oba ne papa enka kire judges ne say
be de ba ama obema
etie for meba sisi a okay meba sisi a muntie be Moshe
me de me ba Fati ana Sadia ana Gladys ana Grace me de ne ma be me awade
nenso ompe ne bio
nenso one me ba na tene be 2-3 years ya ompe me ba ne biom
na hwe
o de
eningwansem ato no so
we gu me yiri ani me ba na ni mu ase
se manto oba na obabu no
na se o ka se o tete no
so oye no onye virgin breaking blood bia
o yes also a what disrespect papa no any family no because o man tete akoda ni yi ene to aso e
na so me babu no ye na ade ni
enso me ba no ne virgin de di adanse no eniye
na won tre ntuma ni mu
na ye ntre santo manim
kono penifo ni
e wo kro ni mpanyimfo anim
na krom ho penifo no
na krom ho mpanyimfo no
enfa obema no ente na so
ba cha mami Grace o se be ma na wagu ne yiri animu ase no be ma no se eyampa se oba na ye virgin na be ma mantamu ayete wagu yiri animu ase se ye wi a me pa che wo o se be ma na ye ntwe na so ye be twe na so obi enti be ma na ye punish no to aso e
na won je ne jotabina oha enfa ma ababa neja
ne ye nje ne be 10,000 Ghana 10,000 ne ye mfa 6 ka na ma wan
oba neja
oba chese man to man o oba no no ye matured lady na ye gu n'animu ase no won wodi 6 ka na nye ye de koma ne papa na ne papa ne pa wa wai kakra de ama no enye hwe to aso kan efri se
wabo Israel mu obabu no dimbone
wabo Israel mu obabu no edimbone
na onko so ware no
na one ne ntena still Mami Grace be me gu animu ase mantam nyina wi a oba bi ho aware we on ware biom me ko ummu mi ameko o si still oba no nkwankwa tena wade na se afa tu aso e
na onko no ne na nyina
na on to me njai wo ba no ne nkwa na nyina
na asem ye no kwasem
oyiwa Mami Grace se be ma no bo dimbone egu wanimu ase e wo mantemu ho na eya no kure se wo nya virgin a
na wo hu no abofa na obabu no a
me ba cho be ma na egu wanimu ase no ye se ye mo de ka wo se wo ba no ye gu wanimu ase na eya no kure na edi adanse se wo nya virgin a
ene wo yi ababa ne empra na je fi aboboa no
ene oba no ye mfa ni begina ne papa fie gate na no
na kromo merima ensi na boa ema no nto
na be ma ni nyina mema no o enstone wo ba no na ye nku no useless book like this.
Someone them can say okay, me sorry ko abonte kakra because me ba is sorry okay. Nti na wo hia me tira me sorry ko okay. As waka and say me bre ho no na me ni ha say nti man tie your kind no but video ni say me din kan tie nti I hope say wo kan enye aduru waka atwam obema no di obema ne crime any say so mo hwe logic na be me show you so I say Bible no e degrading ma because oba the punishment no oba no the oye no the punishment death yensi na boni enko no but be man the say onye dey ontwe sika but amunye anye the same punishment no according to Jewish law no say the wa wo kan no obi a onye virgin akwakọ wale no the punishment saying and oba be man the wo twantro be man e twantro. He's lying. Oh, can't when the cousin law on the chest, we can't trust our punishment a death. Who go be any mass now can't punishment in a death according to the law. And this And we saying how now Ben Moshe be present some message with their chairman for no and said be a Bible ni degrade ma. But entisa and yes, and Bible ne can punishment for the obana ebia now awale no koye no or evidence and you know on the be man die or evidence be man papa na ntimi afa evidence bi amase na we virgin and padia what the end there na me ko check akra because wake can say be the one man respond here enye cool
enti se me gu me yiri ani mu ase so onye virgin ye be ko asendie ye fa the sahindri oba ne papa aba or the virginity proof no entoma no or the baba be di adanse ye to aso e wo corona pona no
na abofra de ja enka che penifo say
na oba ne papa enka kire judges ne say
me de me ba ama obema awale
me de me ba Fati ana Sadia ana Gladys ana Grace me de ne ma bema yi awade
na so ompe no bio
nanso one me ba natne be 2-3 years ya ompe me ba ne biom
na hwe
o
de eninkwasem ato no so
we gu me yiri ani me ba nani mu ase
se man to oba na obem no
na se o ka se tete no
Say so oye no onye virgin.
Onye virgin.
Breaking blood bia.
o yes also a what disrespect papa no any family no because man tete akwada ni yi
so what say hase no Ben Moshe say before no obo father di me ma mu say father no any be man ti abusua ni ti esa say so we say oba no ye kofa ne ko na say wan ye ka me say no onye virgin a what disrespect father no ni abusua ni nyina the time be a father no very important the be any na papa ni papa ne so anything e dey entoma ne papa ne kokosie it Ben Moshe jitu mu hase say father no say very very important see ya disrespect papa no mo de mo be hunu bi and na one was here say to I swear learn the Bible well you are even confused and I was say was say na kon was say okay where a kind of comment bi wo honom na obi ebetima make the same thing obetima make comment we say on any other video bia but improve he so it's na e confused no one should what is confused here and I say they make kind wrong comment we say a like floating commenter where ode ko to bibia se a ebefa it should mean anything okay na one was here is that mean anything because the whole story makes sense or say that that's to whole story makes sense to you everyone said that the whole story makes sense to you okay it's not about story being making sense to me and I say it making sense to me but that is what the story is it's a kind of story be a past now okay say it making sense to me and I say it making sense to me now at least represent the story and how it is point me no it's not about the story making sense to me and I say making sense to me sana story ni say na e kire wa say but me focus on Ben Moshe obo papa ni din wa say papa no okay
papa no any family no because omo tete no
Say so oye no onye virgin.
Onye virgin.
Breaking blood
Oh,
bia.
o yes also a what disrespect papa no any family no because omo tete akwada ni yi e dey to aso e
na so me ba bu no ye na ade ni
enso me ba no ne virgin dey di adanse no eni ye
na won tre entuma ni mu
na ye ntre santo manim
wo kono penifo ni
e wo kuro ni mpanyimfo anim
na kono ho penifo no
na kuro mo mpanyimfo no
enfa obema no entwe na so
ba cha mami Grace o se be ma na wagu ne yire ani mu ase no be ma no se e ya mpa se oba no ye virgin na be ma mantamu ayete wagu yire ani mu ase se ye wi a me pa che wo o se be ma no ye ntwe na so ye be twe na so obi enti
okay it's some mo say it's be man de asotwe ne ye animguase a wodi gu oba no ene ye be pen yan kase wo oba nti onko free da bi wagu nanim ase a ho punishment ni so what they say ho punishment ene wo ho no eno na ye ma wo ha say no ena wo ye unye virgin ye be wale na unye virgin so a ho punishment e wo ho no nti how say wo be gina ho no aye say dey bi a e something bad say ye wo punishment for different categories. It make it sense simple. What is that? It's the idea. People may not commit different crimes. Na ba ko yoba na ba ko bema. Now we catch and say anything the crime punishment is different. Because a mad it make sense. It make sense. Logically, it doesn't make sense. It make sense.
bema no ye punish no to aso e
na won je ne twetabina oha emfa ma ababa neja
ne engine be 10,000 Ghana 10,000 ne emfa says kan ma wan
Oba no papa.
oba chese man to man o oba no no ye matured lady na ye gu nanimu ase no won wodi says kan enye ye de ko ma ne papa na ne papa ne pa wa wai kakra de ama no
So what say someone said that me patch was saying and say eduru ha say den there Ben Moshe asa twist I don't know say the bia a man to man the whole time was say papa ne 80 enim go ase na ka papa no ene abusuafo papa na di ndra ne beba eba bedi ho adanse enti punishment ni duru so na yede sika ne papa ne de o pese o kire wo say bible ni e pese o kire say e ma de ontim pese kan nche ne se mana the whole time Ben Moshe was saying say papa no udi fia beka papa no ne abusuafo papa na disike papa na be say but eduru ha say dem mo how now me say o pese o ton message na okay ubetima kan de na obuku nim but how now o best ton de ama no e wrong enye sa muntie bi wo pa osa boko akire ne tie how na o kasa papa ho no tama enye nduru akatua ho sem no na papa no di fia ka papa no ene abusia ye bo buda bu mi tie kakranka ho muntie
ni mu ase no won odi se ska na enye ye de command
Oha enfama ababa neja.
ne enje ne be 10,000 Ghana 10,000 ne enfa se ska na mawan
Oba no papa.
oba chese man to man o oba no no ye matured lady na ye gu na ni mu ase no won odi se ska na enye ye de command papa na ne papa ne pa wa wai kakra de ama no enye hwe to aso kan efri se
enukura manhunu bibi sa ni bible no se ni papa ni pa eni honom sa enti papa ne abusia panyin no anase etire no ona bibia nam no so no ye de sika ne papa na afere ayi problem so before no papa na ono ne kaso ye de fi beka papa no
wabo Israel mu obabunu edinbone
Na onko so ware no.
na one ne
ote wabo Israel mu it is that the okasa fan we say no Israel for no laws e dem a wo no Israel mu babone na onko so on ware oba no okay no onko so na on ware oba no sana bible ne ka enti be man punishment for tarnishing the image of the oba no enye kwa obe no punishment no ene ya kan kire wa say no enti oba no say onye virgin so a whole punishment e saying the same say the be man dey na there be and another one was here once again. I say, oh, Seto, you are not making sense here at all. You are confused yourself. Exactly. Point. Instead of making what I say, okay, where a kind of comment now. You can't so what to say now. I said you are not even engaging. I said, me didn't before no. Obeti mama comment in any other post to be so no be nyadwene then you can start only nyadwene what you can one you are confused but what is confusing. I don't know the ultimate trader. Okay, that was I get the point. So because many Muslims will be you have a conversation. We know what the Muslims will be typing. So any Muslim need be have a conversation and that's a debater. We know the type of comments now Muslims and type of comments now. Even if Ben Moshe is making sense or speaking the truth now, we know that the Muslims will be typing Ben Moshe is confused. What I said, and we say the strategy a baby or use the same thing. Okay. Or Jude, this is this complete time wasting. What Ben Moshe wrote was correct. You can't interpret it the way you like. Okay. Don't think we are fools. Okay, okay. I know say I'm not gonna say anything there because me type what the same thing about okay. We can say reading say we can read a book and then we will see say the Moshe kase Bible no tanahye ma the verse in the book screen so now was what read it I hope say brother and Jude Amadi I hope so but what I say now you read it from the Bible ni we are what I put the same comments no who say Moshe was honest and I say when you're honest simple so what they say now and there is difference between reading something and understanding it so we read now what they read the book so I say okay Randy Michel I want to ask you a question okay Randy me the link never towards is here okay me the link never to or say oh now it's only for Israel not the whole world abi but someone said American say because na one don't have any the same thing that what happened was but Moshe now the kind of in this same video now can say Old Testament laws and apply and adwuma on one kind of video was saying Old Testament laws ne adwuma and can and people be teacher sorry them okay omo nyina ke be so work on and the Moshe now get to monim say Old Testament laws and apply to yen what does that but Moshe na nim that it be point now me make was say no that is the whole thing no it wouldn't say laws now the all kind now what they tarnish say Bible no no wouldn't say Bible no say enye adwuma for yen why are you using it momenti
Bible ne be kire say ya ware oba no onye virgin ayenku no Messi Old Testament ye adwuma anka Pentecost aso dem gas yin no mu awu SDA gas yin anka mu awu Apostolic Anglican wo mu nyina awu
So what say osi senka Old Testament na nka ye adwuma enti ba mu hye nim say nye adwuma enza me catch am say you mu ase that make no say me follow me read the Quran okay me nti Quran in this efenya kopon no but say me read na me kan kira amanfo say na Quran na ka na me nim say de me kan kira amanfo say no eye law bi a na ewo honom but enya adwuma say na me pretend me ho nkira amanfo say mo hwe de Quran na ka say mo nkramofo nye me yes sir that will be a deceiving from my side. I just say eh be me ignorant me nim say eye law na ewo honom previously but the people for aba betwam and I make can I me doing say I say I'm speaking out of ignorance na me nim obi ba no ba betwam me I will accept it but say me nim say because Ben Moshe say how many years now they should them know they study Bible. How many years now they should them know they study Bible? It will know what he has to know. That what I say now. What the moment was.
Nasel, Mammy Grace. Ben me gu eni mu aso mantem nyina wi a. Oba bi ho aware we. On ware biom me ko ummu.
Ampa ben me gu ani ma se wo mantem honum nyina wi a. Na was yese sa ware no. Oba na obegu n'anim ase no. Oba na wo Ben Moshe obegu n'anim ase kira amanfo se ne sie tutu na akọ fixe ne sema no no. Eya wo sa be kan se eyentro na wo twae no. Punishment mpo wo hefa. Dabi eya agro views ne de pe. Ye the Ghana for adwini agro ye check ya hwese omunim nyansa ampa se Ghana what I say na wo wo kan wo begu oba n'anim ase e be kire ne se oba we say no wo na da last week rampo wo ne oba film ne ye ne ma wa say no te say na code Mickey style out one day that me catch me say be bushi oh funny bad jokes are obetimi cracky jokes but code Mickey you know impression the impression no say say na friend mpo and you Wahama, you know, or yeah, I don't know my way because hey, could make a shot, could make a chale. I'm a part of that movement. Ben we say, yeah, why are dear Ben we say? So what they saying about also be disgrace again, not the public. Say no correct. So what to turn him away again, no fixing the scene a disgrace case now the again. Yeah, and the book can send a when him guasia would you go me way say no, and it watch out for say we say the never actually. It's one TV, okay? Oba ne papa no, on your head, on this kind of question to be a problem.
Me ameko. Or still oba no kwankwa na wade na se. Afa tu aswe.
Na onko no ne na nyina.
Na ontumi njai oba no de nkwa na nyina.
Na asem ye no kwasem.
Oyiwa, Mami Grace. Se be ma no bo udi mbone. Egu weni mu ase. E wo mantemu ho. Na eya no kore se wo nya virgin a.
Na wo hunu abofra na obabu no a.
Me ba cho be ma na egu weni mu ase no. Yesi ye mbone ka. Wo se wo oba no. Ye gu weni mu ase na eya no kore. Na edi adanse ye se wo nya virgin a.
Ene wo yi ababa ne empra na je fi abobo no.
Ene oba no. Yemfa ni begina ne papa fie gate na no.
Na komo mrema ensi na bo ema no nto.
Na be ma ni nyina mema no o enstoni oba no na yenku no. Useless book like this.
What's a useless book
like this.
How many years na Ben Moshe Kasafa book we hon? That useless book no. And no na support movement. Ebesine. But emfa no 20 because any day so be a book nda hono we bit fa. Okay. But point na we ha say ni nyina say mo ma hu how na Ben Moshe person o de kire say Bible no degrade e ma mema. Point ni nyina na say say intira. Bema no or tarnish oba ni image o twa ntro to oba no so no ye nkuno oba no onye virgin na ampa no den ye kuno enti be but two different crimes and a crime will be on a level na actually say this how severe the crime is me say any kwa so Bible na sem mo me yanko he enti wo kan wie no mo de mo ho so wa kan verse na wie dia kira amanfo say Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse number 13 or kind is here no what kind way e dey akira amanfo say Bible no injustice to mema to ma so what kind to us verse number 14 verse number 15 na nke be hunu how na nke be stone mema so ku omo so what kind to us the punishment for mema omu rape a man no e punishment to death but one kind mu de mu how mu game obi places here
no wonder so called get to some Bible shiwi where me say one of the useless books ever. Hey, book we. Say waba anya virgin a. Yenku no. Ni kunu na gwagu na nimu asa no yembo ne ka. Adam emma fidue mu na bai. Enya ma na we yen. Ha? Ya, ukọ Bible ni mu a Gideon no say Jafta. Na ne ma me ye tutu ni. Asawo ni ba Nyankopon tusu no. E yusu na na. O yusu no.
What say? It's the Bible no mo according to Ben Moshe na akasa no. Ah, or no pretend we have say near say the Bible no say or say Bible no chere say am I like less value than a mema. Or we no say the Bible no chere we say even ashawo ni background for no Nyankopon yusu no. It's a Bible no chere say ema eye den omu less value than a mema na say chere say. Pick and choose baby or person or person. It's like me catch them say or exaggerating nemo bebre. It doesn't mean say no kwe how be han na aka. It doesn't mean say no kwe. Or no one can say Bible ni degrading ma. O we no say say even ashawo ni krampo no eno kwa Nyankopon yusu no say Nyankopon yusu ashawo ni ba. Bible na say kire sa o. So which is which? Bible ni degrading a man and say on degrading a man. About the virginity no, her Bible no a demand to higher position. As a woman, no, saying the Bible need determine from our generation. It's not the Bible need pay. It will know where was that. Me say, hey, me see one guy in the same video. No, you say be a video where about last week, about this week or that be the same video. Now, no account the same story. The Bible need degrading man. I say degrading man. Yeah, it was.
Ediasem, the Bible come catch Obama or so from one. Type of a baby mass of from one.
Someone say,
you bet to be evangelism.
I said, okay, Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse number 13. Okay, a whole year and I a trade, Bermano, or between to or basono, punishment I own ye, and oh, we no, or bet 12 verse and so, or bet 12 verse and so, one twasso, and Tizani video where all you will say on. Or go to Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse number 28 and 29, Eddie making the point. And oh, we no call back to Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse number 13, as I did making the point. In between verses, now, what cable. Wetwebu dabi ehwo de okan ebe expose enema dabi ehwo de yen koso na men kan kire mo ye be kan me di ku screen so na e de ade na ye den egu screen so amafo be hunu bi the ones now mo petrol for say na me kan wa say no be mu she de baby e wodru no e bia I can never reach there and it's okay for me but the me hunu ni say me hunu bi na okan ente sa na me try my best just like before no. Na me doing say bia the all can no kre no na me promote no the same energy na was say me dey share ha 6 me no kwa fon kwa dia so what they say na the same energy na person me apply how na me timi tarnish the Bible no say my Bible na the no be can enye no kra I have to do the best no then to show the people no mo me ehwe me di go screen so na mo nyina ma hunu bi enti ego so Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse number 13 someone would be in the good screen so no and a laws of sexual morality. It's a good screen so clear. I think it will be a movie. What didn't kind number 13 that verse number 13 and what kind 28 and 29 at the chair was say. So what I say now, it would kind way say, may catch them or say, if a man finds a young woman who is a virgin, who is not betrothed, and he seizes her and lies with her, okay, and the another version our kind, a one say and rapes her, and I say bibisa. Another version our kind of rapes her. What the find on 20, and they are found out. Okay, then the man who lays with her shall give to the young woman's father 50 shekels of silver. The beman obetuasa idea with obane papa. Okay, and she shall be his wife because he has humbled he has humbled her, and he shall not be permitted to divorce her all his days. To when Ben Moshe kan and all making the point say the Bible no say obi report abetina also say wale no e beji usika na okay kan nsem ho and we no jump call verse number 13. What they say na but mo men kan verse number 13 yen kan verse number 15 yen hwe the same thing yen hwe the story na e be kire wase no. If a man takes a wife and goes into her, okay, and detests her and charges her with shameful conduct and bring a bad name on her and says, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found she was not a virgin. Then her father and mothers of the young woman shall take and bring out the evidence of the young woman's virginity to the elders of the city at the gate. And the young woman's father shall say to the elders, I gave my daughter to this man as a wife. and he detests her. Okay, it was so. Now he has charged her with shameful conduct, saying, I found your daughter was not a virgin, and yet these are the evidence of my daughter's virginity. And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. Then the elders of the city shall take that man and punish him. Okay, into the punishment in the you didn't discuss it. Punishment for doing so, no, or punishment any death, according to the law, no punishment any death. And they shall fine him 100 shekels of silver and give them to the father of the young woman, because he has brought a bad name on a virgin of Israel. And she shall be his wife and cannot divorce her. And I say, all days. Okay. The way one part in here, okay. But it's when you about Obama so no, be punishment no. But yet was so, but if things is true and evidence of virginity are not found of the young woman, then they shall bring out the young women to the door of her father's house, and the men of the city shall stone her to death with stone, because she has done a disgraceful thing in Israel. Okay, to play the harlot in her father's house. According to their laws, okay, so they shall put away the evil from among you. If and here 12 verse 22, Ben Moshe can be see baby say there, or can baby see has say, or can baby see has say. Verse 20, no, I think say one kind, or kind verse 20, no, kind verse 20, no, say or ban the end, you couldn't see or banable. Verse 22, you heard verse 22 in there, and also can, okay. May the link never told us here. If a woman is found lying with a married, if a man is found lying with a married woman, a woman married to a husband, then both of them shall die. So TV, both of them shall die, and yet the woman shall die. It's here kind of verse 22 now. We can see say a law no punishment, no more the same crime now, the same punishment, they will get it. Somebody I say, see you clearly say Bible no interest say or your banning but different punishment no more different crimes no more commit here. Into more different the same punishment. Then the man that lays with the woman and the woman, so you shall put away the evil from Israel. And both of them will die. Yet was so you heard tell the chapter. Okay, verse 23. If a young woman who is a virgin is betrothed to a husband, and a man finds her in the city and lies with her, Ben Moshe translation and rapes her, okay, then you shall bring them both out of the gate of the city, and you shall stone them to death with the stone. With stones. So I would say both of them, no, you shall stone them. When Ben Moshe and kind, one kind we and check and conform. Verse no one until I make us and you're honest no they are no. Verse number 13 has an if you contest me from 13 to 20 to 30. Ben Moshe to me kind number 13 chere and or kind number 28, but the rest no one kind chere. So what you say now? Verse 23 no any I can't see no. Yen twasum was saying, then you shall bring them both out of the gate of the city, and you shall stone them to death with stone. A young woman, because she did not cry out in the city, and a man, because he humbled his neighbor's wife. So they shall be put away the evil among you from among you. Okay, it's ya clear what I say. Okay, Obano sebemano sebemano ebe repo anaso beto share oswa. Mo sitting and say usu frɛ emoa and kabe nyamwa, but the one so frɛ moa emoa that means that you now pay into more punishment ebe stoned to death according to the law. But number 25, chapter 25. But if a man finds a betrothed young woman in the countryside, and the man forces her and lies with her, then only the man who lays with her shall die. Motibi se bemano se ukoshia obano on the countryside. Baby obano su frame and walk rampa onti obi anti no betimi abo obano. Na se yebechiwa eye bema ne nkwa na yebeku anatina Ben Moshe one kind we yan kire ne yan kasa anatina yebeku bema ne nkwa na yeja oba no tina me kan say enye honesty. You don't like the book, you don't like the book. You don't like the book or you don't like the book. But akwa when say bia say the make and the followers no abaye something wabaye dependable on them. It is the omo person omo tino. That is what Ben Moshe will sell to them. They have become like zombies. Some of them have become like zombies. And because they don't care about the truth. And what shows this verse is degrading women. But you shall not but you shall do nothing to the young woman. There is in the young woman no sin deserving of death. For just as when a man rises against his neighbors and kills him, even so is this matter. And to rape somebody now or banning to mean defending himself, no, or punishment for the man, no, death, according to verse 25 and 26, no, the punishment for rape or banning to mean no, death. And to verse 28, one of them is not speaking about like raping somebody because so we have context now. Verse 28, no, according to my understanding, no, it is speaking about just like Exodus chapter 22, verse number 16. So let a moment kind. Who said that you don't like the truth? You don't like the truth. Just as if a man, okay, and to rape somebody, no, is being compared as to killing somebody as a murder. Verse 27. For he found her in the countryside, and the betrothed young woman cried out, but there was no one to save her. And because the woman is being forced on, and she don't have to die. But the man has to die. The sin has to the man also. Verse 28. It hasn't a Ben Moshe Bejina so. I dear verse 26 and 27 actually say so repo bia over there you verse 27 no and verse 28 no Ben Moshe empe understanding in context no petty. If a man finds a young woman who is a virgin, who is not betrothed, and he sees her and lies with her, and they found out, then the man who lays with her shall give the young woman's father 50 shekels. Where you can't read already. This verse we say is similar to Deuteronomy Exodus chapter 22, verse number 16. It is not about talking about rape. It is talking about seducing, to seduce somebody. Sana understanding it here. Said a chair has say the link not to one. What episode join the conversation never call a here, okay? Or say if a man where Exodus 22:16, if a man entice a virgin who is not betrothed, entice, which means seduce into Obano, we are not forcing her, but who do I not fan of home? Met talk crime 2,500 the amount. Magic a year amount, 3-bedroom flat at the amount. More than Siana, met Pamata 3,000 the amount. Make your way the amount until you are seducing this woman. What does oh that down? So that Oba now in the area and lies with her. He shall surely pay the bride price for her to be his wife. Then you cannot leave her. Because who is who? Why the kwakwa wale no? Or a virgin. So what they said, a virgin. Okay, squad join. I say okay. In fact, I'm off on it. In fact, they don't go away because time on the yaso. I say. So you what join the fab? So you need Michelle.
Greeting.
So you need my page voice. Mr. Randy Michelle. Randy long time Michelle.
Oh, wait. Let me.
And no one was here. We are Honoma bra. Okay.
Example. Okay. Is it better now?
Better, much better now. You are making believe it's a deliberate agenda to discredit Avraham Ben Moshe. Even though say awareness multimedia, he may know even more than me. Say how now Ben Moshe portray I don't know any sanity, but he will not say it. Me canon. I am making a deliberate agenda to discredit Ben Moshe. Me can't just say we can't talk to one man. Okay, so we can't talk to one man. Hey, your generation will be a 200 years can be me hun trona say. So Nipa Kwane he's not discrediting anybody there. nobody is discrediting Ben Moshe. Say, eh, no cry, no can I, no cry. I mean, moving. What do you mean?
Seto nyabotere also the program no enchebia oben the program.
Yeah,
the questions are one those nyabotere no bisa na yi anu ma me pa chew.
Okay, must win me was okay. So you must win me because of our first, Mr. Rewa. So what was your question?
Yeah, you are saying that the Old Testament is not.
Oh, Suini has dropped, okay, and I'm drop on. He has dropped himself, so Suini come back again. But say to the Okaina, he said, "I have said, say the Old Testament is no more." That's what he said, and then they dropped. Okay, I hope say he will join back. It's not me who said it; it's Ben Moshe who said it. Listen to Ben Moshe.
Bible ne betche say ya ware oba no onye virgin ayenku no. Messi Old Testament ye adwuma anka Pentecost aso dem guess you know mu SDA guess you know mu Apostolic Anglican wo mu nyina.
Someone say Ben Moshe no ono ogitum say onim say Bible no ye ngin di say Old Testament ye adwuma. O say Old Testament nka ye adwuma onim say enye adwuma. Enye me na me kan be. In the same video na.
Settle okay.
Okay.
Settle OTP akasankasa. Fi kasa no ti ase pa.
Kasa mitie.
Abraham for how many years? For how many years? And Abraham aka say Bible mun say ye adwuma. Say the Bible mun say many ye adwuma. Enka we ase bia nka me fa nka Christophobia kwa ni biase. Ana say ebia nka obi anti ase. So because say Old Testament ye adwuma. Ono nka say book ni nye adwuma say eni ho bia na say bia it is no more. But opposite just say more Christopher no. So man say no Old Testament ni ye adwuma.
Go yes I know kan say Christopher na mo say nye adwuma.
So to tira me ka kire ono wa me na nka say Christopher ma ye adwuma but who say to o the service ni ye adwuma na.
Because he say
o de say to ken wakasa bibiri afi na yaba so ma yen kasa bi ken. Service na o kan ye no who say to o de ye adwuma.
Dabi
simple enti say wo de ye adwuma say wo say to say the service ni ye adwuma nka e bia nka ukuro mu magina nka ye kom e so simple enti no we enye argument bi e so wo ba be ye the fact say we quote verse no
okay Randy enti ye mfa nya adwuma no ye mfu nim say ye mfa nya adwuma Ben Moshe so nim say ye mfa nya adwuma ye mfa nya adwuma adeti na ba betra no maka say Bible ni say so obi ye say ye nku no adeti na wo kasa ade so
enti o chiro say in a way no mo Christopher the book no kuta mo kura no na ma bebre mo mfa nya adwuma mo je nsem na wo nyina di.
Okay,
but maybe say service no dey adwuma no see there
so wo nim say ye mfa nya adwuma adeti na wo ba betra no akira man for say ye say na say Bible no say yenye ade so
nti obu kuru mu peden say to nti obu kuru mu peden say wo so odi so obu kuru ni adeti a mfa nya adwuma
e kire wo say na no ye de ma wo mo so mo fa nya adwuma sa na book ni
nti me ba say to kan me ba nti afa ye de ma wo mo yamfa mo nyina enye sa
according to say the test yamfa we
anya according to
yamfa ma ye point in anything it point
say to kan say verse we ba mu die ene yamfa ma wo ye de ma omo Bible no ye de ma wo Bible ni wase be na omo adosi to Ghana
na kan ba mu she ye Christopher
say to enye issue no me ba see how usi present Abraham Instagram no say to me ba
Randy
me watch you no me watch na me kasa say me questions be bring
example back
mo say me questions na me nko why to nya botere
Quran na okay me kan Quran na your verse bi o Quran ni mu na e kire say enye verse na e apply to Muslims enne because e wo Quran ni mu say Muslims na gidi omo nyina nim say verse we say no e by before enye yen time no e bi on e na say your verse we ye apply a say me kan verse ni dia kire wa na me pretend say verse na me nim say atwam no enye to the period no enye more day and omo apply say verse we say na me kire wo say na Quran e kire omo so omo ngonko ya am I being honest and I'm being deceitful
seto ha o ade ba ko a o machine nkramofo no omo gitum say musani bi o omo Quran ni mu a enye adwuma
okay and a Christopher
but who me ba seto me ba but who Christo ni no who say na Bible no mu nyina ye adwuma it's different so we no muntam
and you say what you say who be say verse we ye adwuma me say there be nya adwuma
Dabi me say so wo me say wo say to say wo de ye adwuma so wo na me say wo na I say dabi kan say to kan ne ba ye di nkomo seto twen tie ye di nkomo e twi kasa na ye ka we nya borofo me bisa sa wo seto o de service ne ye adwuma o si da bi
ana e di entra
o de ye kan me ba seto twen me ba seto me ba twen
entra me fanya adwuma e di entra
oh ende wo na ba kire se wo na so wo fanya adwuma nti wo na ba kire nti wo fanya adwuma nya botre seto twen me ba seto me ba enya power Abraham represent message no na ye issue no eye asam na ewo book no mu no na o so wo tackle me ba who di kan say seto me ba who kasa no o say Abraham ma adne eluki say Bible no look down upon a ma na say ne o si church mu no enya sa na book na ka enti na ma hadre ayi my pick 3 questions bi say me ba ma wo seto wo yi ma no me ba verse na wo kan ye no me ba wo eye emra Nyankopon na hyeye ananipa na hyeye
minti me Nyankopon na hyeye enkan sa
Nyankopon na hyeye sa abra na me bo a
yeah
okay nti Nyankopon hyeye sa amra no na Avraham kan nsem na ewo emra num na wo se asem na ono o kan no enye sa na Bible na twe no mesre wo ye kan Bible no wo di to so na wo kan ye no Avraham yi nsa ni bi firim na odi bi hye mu a na sa na ya kire wo
okay enti Avraham Ben Moshe o kan sen
seto me ba wo se wo kasa na wo se seto Avraham se eninguase ne ba e kama papa no na punishment ne ba oba na enye ba sika se ba mu die ye se homa papa no nti no Avraham be se che se Bible no me ba wo seto wo to se sie verse na ye kan ye ne kire se me ba verse na ye kan ye ne kire se oba no so mo hwehwem ne sa asem ne no kure a ye nya ne den ye nsi na bo ne yenku no fine but sa asem ne no kure a eninguase ne ho na aka no oba na se papa no
abusuya ni nyina
Dabi me ba ken won se me ba se to ken oh me ba won se wo so se abusuya ni nyina na me ba se to ken wo se abusuya ni nyina na eninguase na ka omo me bo a
sana mushe kan na sana mushe kan
enye musi afena me wo de na me bisa wo na me no kasa dabi se to ken oh na botra me kira wo se to ken enwashi se to me enwashi oh me enwashi se to me enwashi e communication tie me ba e communication me ba se to tie me
how now Moshe presenting video no dey actually man for no enye sa presentation it here wo say
wo wie Moshe asem e na me no wo say komo na me no wudi no eye me no ye wi a na ida koto Moshe die no
video fa Moshe wan say be video fa me ho
oh na wo tie obi ayade e na wo bo na chi sese ne o si church adini mu na nti sa me bi se to kan oh seto tie o pese ye kasa na tie Moshe say
presenting on the focus when so na me hunu menti ase
the bi me ba o say Moshe ka say eninguase no wo eba e ka papa no
eni na busuafo
but edu sikasam so de adentia onti ase say ye first kana papa because say eninguase no ba e ka papa no sa na wo kana me boa
sa na book sa na kan yes
the bi kan sa na book kan sa na Moshe kan
sana Moshe kan Moshe book no
but book na kasa me ba book na kasa me boa
kasa mitie
there be nti da me ba enti me bisa wo se to say asem no say ye true a punishment be ko hwan so wo se oba no eno wa no yi ano ena mbisa wo say na say enye true a enunguase no be ko hwan so eno so wa na wo be yi ano aka say abusuafo no afa me bisa wo dia wo se da bi Moshe wo se to me bisa wo say punishment is as na yampa punishment be ko ba no so wo se an se enyampa enunguase no be ko hwan so wo se abusuafo no na me say kan tobo because any bin Avraham kan ya wo se o catch some different way no because punishment no dey oba na eje but asana nya no kra dey anye say we was ba dia na papa na eje wo so bibisa wo so ka the same thing say enunguase no ba e ko papa no so nche de nche Moshe de kan bi dia dia won tiase but any kwanya issue so enunguase no ba
mama address wakasa mama address so won say dem make wa say no wakasa ma pon pen no kra no punishment ni ba oba na the commit crime no punish oba na disgrace na family so anyway. The question of punishment ban and say or the disgrace about family one no the punishment no it's disgrace na account anyway. But we share the can. But we share the whole time.
Debbie, man, fashion, but Ben Moshe also what jet to see here. What can the same thing? What you have to interpret your cat? Yeah, Jaji, I won't say Casa, you can sound here. So, who communicate here? In some woman, a bar.
Right? Yemo, Ben Moshe, or the news and TV one.
Debbie, me just watch a video in a question. When we have a question, Debbie, Seto, me back. Let me question no woman you. Question no woman you. Only ya no mommy. Most Debbie, what can I be? Me just watch you. Me back to me. Moshe has some no kind, no. You have some Moshe has no kind, no. What to put you penny? And I won't over be penny. It me be so say. And you go send a bar a can wine. Say, I saw you no cry. I will go send one a becano.
A car family.
What's your bush for? And I want
yeah, yes.
Okay, fine. And me be some question say. Me I would ask my to so. Na asem ne enyampa. Wo se ni nguase ne ba e ka me ne mabusuafo. Ntia de ntina rewards ne ba mu de ene e Bible ni ntimu state say momfa ma oba ne naja na wo de ni nguase aka omo. No o state say yamfa ma aja no.
Okay. E de ntina oba ne kogu ne nim ase no ye ka se nkofre aja ne mom na emra no mfa evidence ne emra de ntina.
Nti wo baby a wo misi ye ni Avraham before obe make sa yadu we say no we can atre se to me ba uni Israel for no se ye de oba ma ware a sene omusi ye amamra omufa kwan omufa so abe ma ne oba ni kwa hia adanse dia yi na ye ka ho asem no ye mfa ma be ma no ye mfa ma oba ye de koma na busuafo nti agya ne oba agya no ne oyere no omubam because of evidence na e wo omo ho no.
Okay.
But eno nkyere se me ba o eno nkyere se animguase na ye digu oba no the same animguase na ye digu papa no because oba na ye bo no kwa adu se onye virgin nye papa na ye bo no kwa adu.
Yeah, but papa no untie se na the coach kokoji akwa ni papa no oba na tifia so oba no otifie na kokoji na papa na ebusua na ni monyam ene sa ade we se no.
So why then say Avraham papa the same thing na so ni nya age?
Because Ben Moshe time the whole time no Obo papa ni dia he never had any problems papa no the leader of the family na all the evidence neighbor e kwakoji akwa no ye beje ni papa no hono there's no problem with that say oba na o se oba na we grown na wanyine no one ye pesika ne ma no ye de kokoma papa no but ye ba beje na wale no dey one hunu won kasa oba no we mature enough ye pa oba na nkwankwaji na wale Seto ade ba ko ahwe video na wo ye ni nyina no video wo ye ni nyina no it looks as if say oh some hatred be Emma Avraham when teachings these days because asam na okan no the main point no maybe the main point na what best okan no e wo ho who address here no just because okan say I dey tell this kind of papa no your own problem verse na wo ho no portion we enye video no ponya sample ne kasa pon Ben Moshe say o say the make can say amount for
Seto dia wo ye no sa na person wo ye see
Randy Tobo according to Ben Moshe no or part say this verse no is I say omo tanish the image of a man omo the ema shut down Bible no etna ma so and omo elevating mema bibi sa no part was say sana verse ne part
waka sanse several times me ba Seto ti waka sanse several times oka bia nso a oma oni reason ti o dey kasa na eya me de say Seto me ba eya me de say verses na okotu nsam no film obekan ye no wan so wa ba bekan udegu ayi so ma obi akan ama ye nyina ye hu the punishment Seto me ba ama obi ahu say asam na Avraham wo ka no say ono akra de na ne dia aka ho mpo so ono say owo issue with how I this kind of papa no nya ade no pa na eno no problem na o ka ho asam no the main problem is asam na Bible no mu e ya mpa say ya twa na say ya ntwere
ahifan about semina Ben Moshe kire ne say Bible no
say oba no so nya benya yenkunu no any Bible no ma na
enye ne yakasafa ho so say dey on
be dia na wo kasafa se sie
enye ne
yakasafa dia na wo kasafa wo se o tu futo gu nkofo na say na o ka no e say na yakire Bible no
enye ne yakasafa ho so beginning of the video we say no my think that is the law near the no the punishment for one who is not a virgin a deaf according to the Bible sana Bible nika Bible nika en can say min can say sana Bible nika min di what is the Bible nika sa Ben Moshe the agenda of the video no say Bible nika man she na mo men hwe punishment e de be ma be man punishment e de be mo ba Oba no de na to no yesi ensi na bo na be ma ne yesi ontwa price. Nti Bible no etna ema so. Sana verse ne kan answer question no.
Seto fa Bible no to nchen. Fa Bible no to nchen. Ono oyereti. Wo da bi wo de me ba.
Right, okay. Me fa Bible bi antoje. So you know what back obetimi answer question we say.
Yeah, I'm back.
We need time for this.
Seto.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. You dropped before, so I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just wanted to find out if the Old Testament, according to you, is still applicable or not.
It's not that Ben Moshe said it even there is not it's not applicable. Not all of them is applicable.
No, it's not what Ben Moshe said, but he said. He didn't say it's not applicable.
It's not applicable. There are things in the Old Testament that's not applicable to us. Okay, I've given the answer.
Okay, so why is it not applicable anymore?
Because that was another generation.
Okay, so can you open Matthew 5:17 to 19?
Focus on what Moshe. Why didn't I want to focus on Moshe?
No, wait.
Look at this.
It's on what Ben Moshe said. No. So I need to clarify. Can you open Matthew 5:17 to 19?
What Moshe said, Moshe is saying, according to the Bible, this verse that he's quoting is a man, the Bible, not a man, so and elevating man. I said,
we'll come there. I have 2 points.
So I want you to address it because I don't have time for Matthew because we are speaking about this right now.
No. I need you to open Matthew. Okay, wait. I'll read. Just wait. Don't worry. You don't need to open. I'll read.
Because
Matthew 5:17 to 19. Let me read, please.
Look at another.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm not in a hurry. Just take your time.
Now I am in a hurry. Okay, I told you, Seto hate Abraham to die. Someone who logic, you cannot speak about Abraham. He has become God to.
No, wait. I'll speak about Abraham, but I just need to clarify this. Please.
I'm trying to tell people say the Bible is not saying this. They all can say be a man.
Seto, I will come there. Okay, let me just read this first for you before we go further. Okay. This is Matthew 5:17 to 19, the fulfillment of the law. I'll read. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. For truly, I tell you, until heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen will by any means disappear from the law until everything is accomplished. Therefore, anyone who sets aside one of the least of these commands and teaches others accordingly will will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever practices and teaches these commands will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So according to Jesus, the law should still be applicable until the day of judgment.
Where did he say that? I didn't hear anything like this. He said, until all is fulfilled. That is what he said. Until all is fulfilled.
So people have listened to what I read, so it doesn't actually matter.
Where did he say that? Where did he say? Because he said until all is fulfilled. And do we believe Jesus fulfilled all the laws or not?
Listen. It says, for truly I tell you, until heaven and earth disappear, until heaven and earth disappear, not the least letter, not the least stroke of a pen will by any means disappear from the law until everything is accomplished. So that is until the day of judgment.
No. How do you get this understanding until the day of judgment? Jesus is telling you at that time until it is completed. So if it's not completed, then nothing will be dropped. But if it is completed, then it's completed. Then it can be changed. Simple, okay?
Where in this verse did he say it can be changed?
Because he said until
heaven and earth disappear. What does that mean?
And then he says until it is fulfilled.
That is when heaven and earth is going to disappear.
No. That is your understanding, okay? Okay. Let me understand and then say Jesus fulfilled everything. when he fulfilled it now, it is completed. The BBI completed here. And what is your point? What are you trying to make here?
My point is that you are basically not following. If you tell me it's not applicable today, you are basically not following what Jesus command you to do.
Okay.
You are
Okay.
you are following your own wishes.
You have a different understanding of what Jesus is saying here. I have a different
yeah. You are basically following. Yeah. So now let's move to Abraham's.
Time waste of time. Okay, but
no, it's not waste of time. I just proved to you that you probably not following the what Jesus said. You are actually following your own whims. You are not obeying the law. You are not following what Jesus commanded you to do. Yeah. So let's move forward. I think you were complaining because he quoted, I think, is it Deuteronomy? Was it
13? No, so I quote to 28 and 29. I didn't want to quote to Deuteronomy chapter 22, no, verse number 22. Example, and 21, 23 going. I don't want to
quote. He was making a point, and the point is that when someone rape what do you call it? When you have a wife and you figure out that she was not a virgin, or you might actually lie and disgrace her, the punishment, that is where he was trying to tell you that is unjust, because there are two punishments. Number one, if the husband disgrace her and it turn up is false, he will pay money to the father, right?
So
without mentioning
what would be the crime of the husband?
Wait. He will pay, the punishment is that he will pay.
What is the crime? So what is the crime?
He's lying, he has lied. Okay. Yes. Okay. But then let me finish so that you get my point. Okay. Then if the guy's right that the girl was not a virgin, then the punishment is that she will actually be killed. Okay, so you see that.
What is her crime?
What do you call it? For for sleeping with someone else. That is a punishment.
Her crime is she was not a virgin at the time she got married, right?
Yes.
So is it the same crime? The crime of the man?
No, but that is not the point, Seto. Just relax. Let me make a point so that you get what I'm trying to say. The point is that this guy who actually lied, his punishment will be to pay amount of money, and then the problem is that he is commanded to pay the money to the father. But then when it comes to the punishment will only be given to the girl. So when it's something that is beneficial, then it's given to the father. But when it's something that should be a punishment, is going to only to the girl. So, that is a problem.
But that is not even the argument Moshe was making. The Moshe is saying the punishment, the Bible is like degrading the women, and the women punishment is more harsh, and the men punishment was like you can pay, because the man disgraced you to your whole neighbor, your whole family. He disgraced you.
Yes, of course. That is actually true.
No, are they the same crime?
No, but no, me, I'm not arguing that it's the same crime. So I'm just telling you that.
Why does Ben Moshe want the punishment to be the same?
Someone else could also want that. It depends. You understand?
But if it is not the same crime, okay, let's say in Ghana, the one who goes and steal, okay, an egg, and the one who goes and commit and kill somebody, okay, they have punishment for both of them. And I'm saying, why is he getting this punishment, and why am I getting this punishment? Does that make sense?
It makes sense, Seto, because I can feel that the punishment you are getting is actually not fair. You understand?
According to who? So let's say
Ben Moshe didn't say according to the Bible it's not fair. He was talking according to him it's not fair.
Yeah, but the point here I'm trying to Ben Moshe is saying the women are being maltreated, or they are treated differently from the men. And the reason why is he said the woman is going to be punished, she's going to be stoned to death, and the man is going to pay. But they didn't commit the same crime. And you are saying, you are here saying, because you want to defend Moshe by any means, by hook or crook, you are saying somebody who steals an egg and he is going to be punished, and somebody who kills.
Seto, I don't need to defend Seto. I don't need to defend Abraham, because what Abraham said is it doesn't need anyone to defend it.
Hear what I am about to say.
Okay.
The armed robbery who went to attack this cash money, the cash car, the people transporting the money, and kill the police officer. If he is caught, and somebody, a hustler man who went and stole an egg or a chance, something petty in Ghana, and both are caught, and the one who killed the police officer is, let's say, his punishment is going to be to hang him to die, and the one who stole an egg is going to receive 10 years in prison. Are you saying you are going to say, why is he getting this soft 10 years and this one is going to be hanged? Are you going to call?
No. The severity is different, so the punishment cannot be the same.
Okay, so when about the Jewish law, not being a virgin is a very high crime, and the punishment is very severe. And lying or disgracing somebody is also a crime, and the punishment is not as just the same way as like not being a virgin. So why is that a problem?
Seto, it's a problem. Why wouldn't they just give the lady to the same punishment
because he has a different crime. He has a different crime.
Yeah, and therefore I can actually say that it's unfair according to me, according to my understanding.
Okay, so you are saying the law of Ashanti people say okay, the time they grow brano. She has to be virgin. You're going to buy who's on your virgin now, okay? You're that is the punishment for not being a virgin at that time. That is the law now. And there's another law. Say, Bema, say, Bia, who can't throw to a basso. That's the who can't say any of for Obana or punishment. And say, who better dying, who did Beba, no way say. That is the law of the country. That's the assembly happen. Nay, Bejaji Womo, you ever heard the crime law committee, The crime is he lied about the woman. And in the punishment, you say in Kenesu, you Kenesu are unjust. And I know unjust.
Yeah, it's let me try to explain this to you, Seto. Let's say the example you just given about the Asantis, right? So now, if you ask me if the punishment that is going to give to the girl, if it's right, I'll tell you no, it's unfair. You understand?
Okay, it is unfair to you. Okay, fine. The punishment.
Yes, according to me, I said according to me, it's unfair.
But the point here is not that.
So Abraham has the right to say that it is unjust.
But okay, if I'm seeing it, I cannot help you on this one. You can decide to say people now who are sincere, okay, they are there. They will listen. Abraham can say it is unfair. It is not unfair. It is the
yes.
The point they were saying, and they say. Two people
committed right.
2 different crimes, Let's say what the punishment for the crime no honum. I said there be a meme daki me in the patuntum. Na broni bisu on so honum. Na ebia mema commit crime. The same crime na broni no commit, Na ya mama different punishment. Ya mama harsher punishment.
No, but Seto, where are you getting it from that Abraham said that the punishment, the 2 punishments should be the same? Did he say that?
Yes, he said, Mummy every difference. Mummy every how now or ban every punishment. Yeah, I didn't want video, no, that would you want in here.
No, I'm just trying to figure out where he said that there should be the same punishment. Yeah, put the video.
To become his wife because
he first had Deuteronomy 20 verse 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 28.
Suppose a man is caught raping
because the time we
pieces of silver.
And I'm 50,000 Ghana.
Oh, the 50
whatever. On some from again, Papa.
And she is to become his wife.
And she is to become his wife
because he forced her to have intercourse with him.
Wait. People are bobium.
Suppose a man is caught raping a girl.
Suppose a man is caught raping a girl
who is not engaged.
He
is to pay the girl's father.
The
bride price of 50 pieces of silver.
50 pieces of silver.
And she is to become his wife. Because he forced her to have intercourse with him.
No, but Seto, this is not the part we are talking about.
He can never divorce her.
atete awade
Say we break here fa.
ba we
Remember,
break
to
fa
see.
na wo ba no atete awade we na rapist kwa beda hwe nanim mami Grace we nyina ebre masse emfa wo bu mama afei yenko virginity test Bible ne be kire say ye ware oba no onye virgin ayenku no Messi Old Testament ye adwuma anka Pentecost aso dem guess you know mu SDA guess you know anka mu Apostolic Anglican wo mu nyina awu Bible ne ba be kire say obi ye enya virgin ayenku no ha wo de atie punishment ye de be mo ba na hwe punishment ye de ma be ma no na hwe say equality and there's discrimination people like
so what say punishment e dey be ma oba no na hwe punishment e dey be ma be ma no na ye hwe say equality and as discrimination wo hono ma
let it play a little bit, Sato. I just want to catch
then
something.
he read the book, then he read the verses, and the verses is about when the woman is caught or become to oba no
Deuteronomy 24 verse number 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 13 24 22 and 24 be black Israel many one dey fufu no men yet said your command be black me respect you pa jemi na kan be black bo verse no almost 20 bo verse na kan
Deuteronomy 22 verse 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 13
na so be awale
os Mami Grace eni o se se wo wale jere
na okone ho
na oni oba ne koda
na ompe ne bio
na ompe oba ne bio
na
exactly and what kind verse no so what they say until what kind verse no call oba ne ho oni ne da ompe ne bio na obetwa ntro to oba no so say bia oba no onye virgin aha na utwa ntro to oba so oba ne parents ti be prove say na we virgin a wo na utwa ntro no o crime no o crime is say utwa ntro o punishment is different na oba na on say I am person oba na nye virgin so a the punishment is different. It's equality be no I can say equality.
No, but Sato, that's what I'm telling you. Me personally, I'll tell you there's no equality in the law. You understand? I'll tell you that. I know the law is in the Bible. You understand? I'm not arguing that the law is not in the Bible. But if I have to judge, if you ask me if the two punishment matches each other, I will say no. I will say it's unfair. You understand?
It doesn't matter what you think. Say the law on it, okay? It is
but what Abraham said, he didn't say it is according to the Bible. He said the judgment between the two is unfair. It's not equal, and that is according to him.
No, okay, but according to the Bible, no, okay, you are reading a book. Did I make us say it's not about what my opinion, what I think, and I said what.
No, but Seto.
People are listening. I hope say me and family. I'm trying my best to be honest to myself. I don't have to entertain nobody. So you can tell me your opinion. But say you have to justify everything.
No, but I'm not telling you. Listen, I'm not saying the Bible. I'm telling you. If you ask me now,
I don't care about what you think. Your opinion is in Yame. So to be honest, opinion opinion. Say the Ben Moshe extra man for say the Bible is unjust. More punishment any punishment you can't
Seto, if he doesn't agree with the two punishment, he has the right to say it's unfair. He has the right to say his opinion. Right?
Okay. Kevin,
yeah.
Yeah, I say.
Okay, so in the FNC I say for the meantime, okay, people will make
no problem.
Kevin, Kevin meet
Masuhini Bra, Kapsaka, honestly, Buamo will be
Kevin, Kevin, Kasaviti, Sweeney or on would you?
Make Kasanya Butcher, half an hour. Minimum just two main issues, like two questions. First one here about over to America back to gap. You said that missing gap with that had to do with the laws about rape and sleeping, sexual morality. So part.
Okay.
Yeah, because one of the laws caught my eye, and I just found it a bit interesting. Okay. So wait, mommy.
Okay, and then verse number 30. They make another point. Ben Moshe one kind way saying who the punishment for the men. So Ben man committee another law so and the punishment be going to them. And the followers know they don't know.
Yeah, I get that perspective. I understand understand where you're coming from with that. I understand it perfectly.
Okay,
But
what
for now, what kind of law about could be? So what I'll say is if the man rapes the woman on somewhere in the country or something,
countryside,
the woman is not to be countryside.
Uh-huh,
Yeah, the woman is not to be punished.
I
Yeah,
think
let's read it. Where is it?
verse 25 for now. I say, baby, sir. Or say, but if a man finds a betrothed young woman in the countryside, and the man forces her and lies with her, then only the man who lays with her shall die.
Keep going.
Okay? But you shall do nothing to the young woman. There is in the young woman no sin deserving of death. For just as when a man rises against his neighbor and kills him, even so is this matter. Okay. For he found her in the countryside, and the betrothed young woman cried out, but there was no one to save her. Okay.
So this law no I want a master law in Yankopon.
According to yes, okay.
But I don't know. I don't know if maybe I stand to be corrected, but it seems impractical for me because I feel like if you're saying that the woman is not to be punished, and because when she's out there, nobody heard her scream. If you didn't hear her scream, then how would you know that she even screamed in the first place and that nobody heard her? For you to be able to pass your judgment appropriately, So for me, I feel like this judgment, this law in the first place is not even practical for like a sensible God to even pass this law. That's what I think. But if there's a way you can make sense of it to me too, I would appreciate it. Maybe let the Bible speak would help. Or Suhini.
Okay, but no, so what are you jumping from the Moshe video now? Me and Moshe the person who didn't address
settle. You guys have discussed all that at length.
No, me person your opinion. We will be away different from Omunina, okay? It person your opinion about Moshe because you can't say you because of Bible no one say now you are now diving the topic now. Me person am for so different.
No, settle nyabotre. Who no who I notice nyabotre.
Yeah, me person your opinion. My class 1 hour video for Ben Moshe asem na o kan na ho no. Me person your opinion on different topic e Bible for say no. What I say?
Me for different topic and by you yourself said you hadn't read that part. Are you not the one who said he didn't read it? And now you've read it for us, and I'm asking you something about it. Are you serious?
What address Ben Moshe? What do you saying? Am I misrepresenting Ben Moshe?
Me said Ben Moshe the kind, and me too. I agree with him and make it sense. But what else do you want me to say? It is
so.
True.
Are you saying according to this verse, women said Ben Moshe cannot no credit be a Bible nature has say a man any equality between a man and man. So Bible nature was say.
Generally, from the way you have presented it right now, I see your perspective and it makes sense that way too. But from what I don't want saying to understand,
Moshe answer no, and you say Moshe represent Chirayana. What is the perspective of Ben Moshe? What is the perspective according to who understand? No, Ben Moshe perspective ni saying.
So on the perspective ni say oh your bema na so on your bag koda. Na say ebia like say ebia for instance say oka various ones to say ebia so ko warrior on your bag koda na say keep bia o repi no. Na say one scream na say bia I will say to me connect ni to kusi ni boku no and bisa interquet say I didn't know about mum there. I was say to me kuno na obema no mum de on there yenya ne na was say otimi just pay something for the ebushia for say the visa and yes and no ka.
It's any equality now, I say.
Bro, I don't know. The thing is, say, or more can never be bree. More can never be bree. A hollow more can never be bree. Me, I'm afraid of what, Seto.
I don't know why. I don't know why you cannot even speak your mind, Kevin.
What speak my mind on what? Seto.
Because video now me has said the CN okay. Remember has said na me portray a man for say. Ben Moshe would say that carefully because or exaggerating in never be bree. And I may try say the Bushe can't was it or can't was it or can't was it. And yes, and a Bible near patch. So what I say now, and the ABA up and I was going to one shot and TBB there a different topic. But so Bana said they wanted them because of a Mushe Hono, that they will see what can say only again. But we put one question, a different topic. You are afraid to speak about Mushe.
Seto, I'm not afraid of anything. Tidamekani, sa same way no. I some on one campaign before. That's how video now out China. And show. Yeah, we've seen it before. So that's what I mean by I know it. What you say?
But me video be amfa ho da na.
No, say that boy na any mommy grace again. No. And I'm saying, I've seen it before. And I'm saying, and I say no, Abraham can waka some more times. Say how say Obama ne ebia wakofa oba ne bia wogu ni mu ase. Say bia oh or virgin and say debe no they call like all these things now matia my bread what so the opinion you want to and I'm make I say yes meaning I just say in a way no I didn't think as Obama ne oba ne kokoda. What you say na ebia ever say onye virgin. What you say na say again pokra you man be ko oh my dream ede put kan you
Obama no oba ne kokoda na say Obama ne be twa ntro say oba no onye virgin obi disgrace no have trade the public now okay Obama parents never evidence never me prove say oba ne virgin so Obama the evidence never be prove say oba ne virgin na Obama no for lying and also for disgracing the Obama lying on her no the punishment ASA also chase cases in this amount and that's case. Say Obama ne e kasa ansem we say for Obama ho na a term e ba nature say Obama she was not a virgin and para there. That means say Obama punishment is stoned to death. Into Obama crime no e the same like Obama ne crime no. Would you to say?
No, stop going to Mulos and says when you're virgin I don't say else it miss you boku. I don't know man say or no good anymore say. Into so chia so say man no me I don't see anything wrong with that. So what else?
It anything because wouldn't be Moshe again because Ben Moshe the ohunu say injustice. You see
on say then injustice.
Or say injustice for Obano. Say I don't think you punish Obano in this way. Not be man the money chesika. I just saw no crime the same crime.
The partner or can we say okay this other one be say no I think there was something else about this very one I mean I feel say no say
Can I say something?
Question now because move call
because I mean I just remember say you were going through the laws no and this one just caught my eyes. So I was just waiting to just ask about this. That's it.
Okay, because if you have question about this law now, okay, we can make a separate video about this law because about the Bible no we law we into what say no. Too much. So what I say now. And you can understanding.
Let the Bible speak. One can be a crown for whom sees here.
Obekasa let the Bible speak. Because we only Obekasa is here, okay.
Long.
Yeah, Kevin. Because I want. So until I can make my video very private, then I post to. But I am a paramount for us to views, no, because how many who don't say and this so you know totally different. Then I'm a bad life, no. Can make video like coming one of me and get to 20-30 minutes every. Nanka at the honor, but on obi input be comment I say. Okay.
So I'm going to drop. Can I say something before I drop?
Say something fast, okay?
Okay. Seto, you see, the whole issue is that if let's say Abraham was misquoting the verses, I will understand your standpoint. But then he's not misquoting the verses. He has quoted the verses and then he has expressed his opinion.
No.
Either is fair or unfair. That the law is not there's no equality in the law. That is his opinion. So in that sense, I don't see any problem with that. But of course, if he was misquoting the verses and saying something else than what the verses are saying, then you will have a point.
He is misquoting the verses, and the reason why is he's trying to point out say the punishment for the ladies are different from the punishment for the men. Why didn't you show the people? Why didn't you show the people that men are being stoned to death according to the same chapter he was reading? Why didn't he show that? And the point here is when it is rape, okay, that means you will be punished. But the verse that he was trying to say says verse 28. We can go and check when the Bible says rape, okay, according to the let me see if I can find it, okay. Every time I check for the word rape, okay, you will see that it's saying something like to lie with her.
So true. That's just a nice way of saying it. But if you really want to understand, then you have to go to the Hebrew Bible. Then you have to check the Hebrew word for it.
Concordance. Let's see. Let me see. I have different. Let me see. Let's say what the word rape is.
Yeah, go to the Hebrew.
If you just simply lie with her, they only say rape. Bro, come on, don't be like that. Because there's a difference between rape and just lying with a person.
That is what I mean. So according to
but Seto, you have to.
Suyini, can you see it even on the screen? Okay, you can see it on the
Seto,
screen.
it depends on the Bible verse you are reading. So to know exactly what it is, then you have to go back to the original language, which is Hebrew.
The original language. This is the original language. What do you mean? This is the original language.
Is it in Hebrew? I can't wait. Let me see.
Well, you get a point here, okay? So when they say rapes here, it means to lie down, okay? But this word here,
no. What I don't understand with this kind of things is that the data, when it is translating, how is he able to miss the context when he knows the difference between normal lying with someone and the normal rape? How is he able to miss the context to mix up rape and then sex? How does he make a mistake and write rape?
Okay. So to my understanding, okay, because that is why now there are some words in English and after there are some words in the original language now. You will have the word, the exact meaning, but in English, you have a similar word to use it for. That was the saying. It's your word
I get it.
In the Arabic, there are words in the original Kasamono for each team, and you will know the differences. Example, this word we say in the Haseno. That word we say he overpowered, no, okay? I have said also to manipulate, to seize, to chiefly to capture. Your word, you call Exodus. Tobo, the same word, no. You call I say now, okay? Maybe concordance now. Exodus chapter 26. 22:16, Exodus 22:16, okay? The same one who say Bibisu wa say sir. Exodus 22:16. That word anyway. To seduce. Now, okay, my call 17. I'm gonna say 17 one. Me check it as na me ba. Mo say the same word no, but what's the difference meaning do honum. Never. Ebe this here.
Seto is trying to polish the language.
No. I want that the words new one that. We don't have
Seto, this one, it is simple common sense. The person doing the translating, he knows that it is just one word, right? In the original word, in the original language, and he knows that in English there are ultimate words for it, right? I mean, multiple words. It could be just normal lying down or normal sex, or it could be rape, right?
Okay.
Right. So the translator, before he's even been tasked with the job to translate, he must be qualified. He should be able to know context and everything. So before he decides to use rape, it means he knows that is what it is trying to say. Why would he use rape instead of just saying something else? That's the whole point. So why are you bothering yourself with that? Don't you get it?
I don't get it. But I me to point now we're making us say what I saying, okay. But where is that word now? Maybe because me check it before me who clear. Maybe we all even who was say word now it just say ebia what my let the Bible speak. Who bet my kasa for the meantime, okay? I'm here, the American.
Yeah, they may name about you for omo practices, they say. And yet, omo timpo, even most of the Gentiles, no. Say, ubi worry and I gonna new oban like that number worry no, or no oban ebe have a affair. Some have it affair we pay. Yes, it omo daso no. Ade ya mo daso no. Ye the map oban papa. Ye the map oban papa. So oban ye oba buna. In case the man come back, no case be oban your bebuna. He has to present that best not the man to the whole public. See no with me actually say the ban ampa oni be man die na yeden. Or ye virgin. Now way and ye entrasia actually say me ban ye virgin. And no na verse no e ka say be man ko go anim as saa. Papa nem present ade no no on fa nkyere wo mu nyina. That's it. Now Yana Calvin any Suhin Ekan na person come. I mean, can't Kelvin, dear, no, and Sana, my back, mini, dear, no. Matthew chapter, Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 25. My man and kind every hand. If a man finds a better this, how would I be? Kind way. I mean, kind different.
More screen is or check it now, okay? The same word now overpower her no Oba has say now a different word what I say. And I'll call 28 one of now, verse 28, and he overpower her as well. A different word in the original language in the okay. And the 25 from verse 25 on a rape, rape say be as a rape or bar. Obi antina Beman should be put to death. But 28 one and you see the same word. So what I say now? Verse 28 is two different words. That overpower. No? The word rape only to lie down, according to their explanation, lie down. Who verse 25 rape to lie down. Okay. But that overpower now in the determinations no. And what different words no more use to. When I
it looks different because the sentence, the construction of the sentence is different. So that is why.
Understanding what I say, it doesn't look different because
what you do if you really want to be honest, what you do, just wait, I'll even do it. Just wait. It's the only problem I cannot show you my screen. What you do, just go to Google translation and then you write rape. And then, of course, you take Hebrew and English. It will show you, and then you compare the text, the Hebrew text written, and what is written in the Bible. You will see the difference.
So you need to do it because
no, I cannot show. Even if I do it, you cannot see because
I'm using a screenshot and put it on the screen at the end of the day.
You see, the whole point is that at the end of the day, it still comes down to the translator. It's not just some run-of-the-mill average person who was picked to do their job, bro. So you have to tell me that as he wrote rape, you didn't mean to say rape or what?
Your words to be on them now. Your words to be on them now. Why wouldn't say if it's a word to be say gay? The word gay. And the modern day, what is the meaning of gay?
Or like being happy.
In the morning they will say, "Oh, my guy is steady." Where do they you can't
No. Today is like homosexuality. So
yes, and the English words, into the English Bible translation, your old King James version, the old version, thou need die in this animal words. You use that words in the old English.
No, example.
Okay, what are you forgetting? Because yeah, after my just my letter Bible speaking.
Gay as okay. If I translate, you based on the context, you'll be able to know which of the gay you're talking about, whether it's homosexuality or happiness. Then you just use the appropriate word.
Can you see my screen? Can you see?
Let me see.
I can see.
Debbie is not that clear. Focus kakra.
Down.
Focus beyond kakra. Yeah, okay. This word is the rape.
Yeah, rape.
But that's not what the Bible says.
No, but compare the Hebrew word for rape in the Bible, how it's written. You know, we cannot read Hebrew, but you can just compare the writing form.
This is how it is written. According to the Bible the one in the Bible, this is how it is written.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same what I just showed you.
It's not Suini. Let me show it one more time. It's not.
Wait.
You had even an O in it. You have an O, a zero.
Let the Bible speak. Let the Bible speak was explaining something, but I think it stopped.
Yeah, I can see it. It's not the same. Everybody's on the line. They can check it. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Okay.
Now you can pause it and check it on yourself.
No problem. If you check and it's not the same, that's okay.
Okay, let the Bible speak. Listen. We are listening. Let the Bible speak. Are you there?
It's frozen, I think. Network.
I said too. Okay, I think some people okay. No, I disconnected.
Uncle.
Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah. Hi, bro.
Hi, bro. Long time. Nice to hear from you. How far?
Oh, I'm cool. How are you?
I'm good. By the grace of God. So,
Yes.
Tumpuwale, very beautiful message. Seto is very hypocrite. I don't know, Tumpuwale, what is hypocrite in past year? I'm not sure, but I need a different topic. Okay, Mitio. Tumpuwale Michiao, yesterday in the first Seto, okay? Kwabena, you have something to say because my time is due.
Yeah, I don't agree with anything that you're saying. I
Okay.
think that you're misrepresenting Moshe. So
So you think I'm misrepresenting what Moshe was saying?
yeah, definitely.
Give an example, please.
Who's
Well,
that
I
speaking?
think I said in the chat that the woman is being raped. So the situation that he's talking about, the situation he's talking about, he is referring to a situation when a woman is being raped, as is said in the Bible. So in that situation, why should a woman be punished if she's being raped? The man, obviously the rapist, he deserves punishment. The woman who's being raped, whether she screams, whether she doesn't scream, whether she enjoys it, doesn't enjoy it, which is all subjective. Someone else's opinion. Why should she be punished for being raped? Because none of us would want our female family members to be raped, seized on, or whatever, and then be punished because they did not scream loud enough or whatever. That's illogical on anyone's mindset. The only reason you guys would even start to defend this is because it's in your book. Because if we were to ask you if you were okay with this with any of your family members, you would say no. Because it's not a case of the woman and the man. For example, in places like Leviticus 20, where it talks about men and women sleeping together and then they're being put to death. This is not the same. This is a case of a woman being raped. And in that case, yes, it is unfair that the woman should be punished. This is it's absurd. I don't even know how you can even defend this.
Okay, Kwabena, do you know the specific verse you are talking about?
Which one in Leviticus?
No, the one you are saying, Ben Moshe said, because I don't think. Okay, let me try to answer the question here. Okay. So you are saying the Bible said if a woman is being raped, okay, or being forced on, and then she does not cry for help in their court. She does not cry for help.
Okay, so all three. There's three different situations.
Yes.
First situation, I may be wrong. I think the first situation, the woman is being married to another man, and then she's raped. But she's raped in town. Okay. When she's raped in town, if she doesn't scream out, she's to be punished.
Okay. Yes.
Along with the man. Second situation, the woman is to again.
Hold on. And do you disagree with that? Do you disagree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, you disagree with that. Okay, so the woman is being raped in town where she could call for help, but she doesn't. She doesn't keep quiet, and then she's then raped, and then they are found. So you disagree with that she will be punished?
The same way if that was happened to my family member, I do not believe my family member should be punished. Very simple. I don't know anyone who would agree that they're.
Yeah, but you see, Kwabena, this is not about our generation. You're not speaking about
that doesn't matter. It is human beings we're dealing with, and we're dealing with a God who knows every generation.
Say again.
This God knows every generation. This God knows more than us and the future generations to come. And if this God can only say this as a way of dealing with a situation, if that's the level of his logic for that situation, I could be a God then, go back in that time and produce a far better law than this law, even for that generation. So that argument, I don't listen to it.
People they are knocking at the door. I have to leave. Okay, so I'm trying to answer the question here.
Okay.
Kwabena, this is not about our personal feelings. Okay, this is not about how.
No, we have to talk about what we think. Otherwise, what else am I talking about?
Let me finish. Okay. There are some things in history. Okay, we cannot. It is what it is. Okay, and okay, if I believe in God, and I believe that was to their generation, that was the kind of punishment they.
Seto, just to save time, I get what you're saying. If you're talking about these were how these people lived back then in the medieval ages or whatever, I get you. We're talking about a God. That brings a different concept
Exactly.
altogether.
So the God
So
will know.
we're
The
not
God
talking
will know.
about just a group of
Let me
people
finish.
living
So
in primitive times.
God
We're
will
talking
know
about
what
a group of
God
people
will
who are
know what
living in
befits
primitive
them.
times
God knows.
and
You don't know.
are led by an all-knowing
Now,
God. That
your
becomes
mind,
the problem.
your thinking is you don't. Your thinking is limited. God knows what befits them. You don't know. You think it is bad. Okay, then you can think like this. You think you can even do better. But only God knows what befits them. Why he gave them this kind of punishment.
Seto, we will all of us know that the laws now are far better than the laws in those days. So
that
it's
is
not about if God is not able to understand that that law is wrong, then there's something wrong with that God. There's something wrong with him.
I want to focus on Ben Moshe's topic. I want to because this one you are going to discuss about what God can do and why you
No,
are.
no, no. I'm talking about the topic he said, and I'm showing that what he said, the imbalance of what he said and where he's coming from. Because he said as well, he clearly said, if the Bible was to be used for the churches now, he didn't say it should be or it is. He said if those laws written in the Bible was to be used for the churches now, and he named some churches,
He
Pentecost.
didn't say that. He didn't say it like that. Or say, Old Testament in the year Juma.
Thank you.
So it's not.
If it was working as before,
he knows it's not working. He knows it's not working, right?
No, it's not being applied. No, and that's subjective because the Christians know exactly why they would not apply that because it doesn't make sense.
Because we have an understanding of our book.
It's not a case of the book. The book says at this point, this is a sell-by date and it no longer lasts. Human beings have used their logic and are no longer using it because it doesn't make sense. It's the same thing. We had this situation before with slavery, and you said that slavery is no longer. No, I'm not going to let you interrupt me because you do this. You like to bully and try and force your narrative. You said last time. You said last time slavery was abolished and no longer part. The Bible abolished. Oh no, sorry. Oh, sorry. The term got out of my head. Abrogated. That's it. You said that slavery was abrogated. I asked you where. Where does it say it's abrogated? You never came back. You never said it. You're quick to say this no longer applies. Show us the verses which say, because Sahini just showed you Matthew 5, where it says that no part of the law should be taken away until heaven and earth pass away. But you seem to have knowledge of which laws have passed and which ones haven't. Show us where you've got this knowledge. You don't provide it. You just say it and then you run off and then you go away with it. So you've got to stand by what you're saying.
Hold on. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to Moshe's story. Okay. So you disagree with whatever I said. You agree with whatever Moshe is saying.
I didn't say I agree. I said that his points that he made were valid in that what he presented, what he said, he did not misrepresent the Bible in any way. He pointed out the points in the Bible.
Let me question you about that.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Moshe said it is injustice between the punishment of the man and the woman. When the man lies on the woman and the woman was not a virgin, and then the punishment is injustice. Do you see it like that too?
If the man lies, the man lies in this case of rape. In this case of rape, he didn't just say a man lying.
Listen carefully. The man is lying on the woman that the woman was not a virgin when he married her.
Sure.
Okay? So the crime the man is committing here is just telling lies on the woman that she was not a virgin. And according to the law, the punishment for such a crime is to pay a certain amount of money. And if the woman was truly not a virgin, and she was not a virgin at the day of his wedding, her punishment is to be put to death. That is the law. So if they both commit their crimes, the man was lying, the woman was not a virgin, and they are receiving their punishment, is that injustice?
Yeah, if you're saying both are lying and one gets death and one gets just to pay.
No, I didn't say that. No. They are both not lying. The man is lying. His crime is lying on the woman. The woman's crime was not being a virgin at the day of her marriage?
Yes, so she lied. She lied to say she was a virgin, or,
No.
or presented herself as a virgin.
Okay, but the thing is, she was not a virgin. So if what is the
Yeah.
punishment if you are not a virgin?
So that's so it's lying. Well, I don't
The
get what you're saying.
punishment for not being a virgin is what?
So you said
The punishment for not being a virgin is what?
for a man and for a woman?
Like
for a woman, yes.
No, for every.
Listen. What Seto is trying to say is this. He's trying to say that for the man's crime, it is just about lying. You understand me? Just lying about something that didn't happen. And that wasn't true. But for the woman's crime, it is both lying and then losing the virginity itself too. You know what I mean? So it's like like a different sort of like like levels of crime. That's what he's trying to say. So it's like so it is justified. Yeah, so it is justified in the sort of like in the level of punishment that they receive. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, no. So that's what I was going to try to pin him on what he's saying is that if he's saying that not idolatry, it's like the fornication the woman has committed means it should lead to death. That goes the same for man and woman. Fornication, sex outside of marriage, is death for man and woman. If that's not just on the woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not understanding what the woman has done wrong in this case, apart from the lie, which is the fornication part. Yes, it's I don't know the verses, but it's in the Bible that the fornication is also immoral.
I didn't say you are conflating many things together. Okay, so focus on the verse.
He showed a verse where, listen, he showed a verse where both the man and the woman are equally supposed to die or be killed for engaging in sexual immorality, like I think specifically.
No, that's what. Yeah.
So
okay.
He's trying to. So it's like Seto is trying to make a case for, like, there's different iterations of the sort of crimes that you could commit as far as sexual morality is concerned. There is the crime. There is what you could do where it was just the man who was implicated. Where the woman is free.
Champion, I swear. The guy what he made we're gaining the point. We nothing. Moshe fans, but atu Moshe. The Moshe be biara. Say in trust a crop and form who be. They will support. They will defend. That's amazing.
But I was speaking. But could you hear me?
Yeah, almost to come back. My time so what's me call okay. Me nipa man tire about.
Okay, never mind.
Me nipa man tire about so my time so. Kwabena, the point that you were making, let me try to address you. Don't speak. Remember, the point that you are trying to make, okay? We are speaking about the Jewish law. Ben Moshe said it in the video. The Jew for normal law be not a guide one. That's the Jewish law, okay? And the law on the part say, if you are a woman, okay, that's a obi ebe repua. And then I came in Busan say, so or far behind. That's what team no obi antia. Now, better know what team another one team. Then I came in Busan's topic with him. A valid question, a bit imagine, okay? But say be a city, that's obi repu. That's a cowbet cry for help. If you don't cry for help now. That now what may repu, okay? And I say never bechiwa or punishment in the both of you and I say bisa. But say be a cry for mobi auntie. That's because they be a more baby no be antina a different topic. So on your punishment, but man quite the punishment. And how now Ben Moshe was trying to portray the message to the people, and then he said because that day I think that video now it was speaking about how the Bible degrade women, and I can't say the Quran should degrade women or by church I say. And you are no by no picky very severe. Or person they be portray for saying the Bible nature. But so we heard the laws now, one now. And member to be punishment, baby, but one kind in answer the followers. And what traces to say, well, yes, yeah, send the Bible nika, and our band then they work good in Massa, no by man, then they see Ubeches, our band is in Kukuno. BBC, what I say, and yet fair. So we are on it, and yet fair, yes, on a Bible nika. But one man church, I see, and I know you and said, obey, because the followers in the mobile. So, yes, Ubet may read people book with him, say, I didn't count book with him. But understanding how the shaman foot totally different. Book uneka and a book who reading it literally there and a book uneka. But it doesn't mean to a book and understand the way because context bit me actually. So what I say. But the ultimate program the corner way is here because my time is okay. Maybe I ever life beyond Yamia Duma Dachi. Okay. Kevin, are you okay? Bet me a submission 1 minute to be near the corner.
And I said, the crowd, the moment then I saw we granted me, the question can be said, can't put one challenge. I don't know. Let them speak English, man. Not why that.
On this why or by CC was disconnected on the line more strong. And to the FNC later, next time, no business are question the same. So you knew one of them.
Yeah, I'm here.
So you knew a submission be making near the call.
Yeah, just in short, you see what Abraham said. I don't see any problem with it because he did not misquote the Bible or what do you call it? Said something that was outside the Bible. He correctly read what the verse said, but then he passed a comment. That is his own opinion. That is not fair, right? So I don't think there's any problem with what he said.
Okay. Good point. Kwabena, do you have any contribution? Because
yeah, just the same thing. I think that the whole context of that chapter is definitely against women. I understand what you're saying and the point you're trying to pick. The point you're picking on the fact of the woman's idolatry or fornication and a man's lying. You picked on those two comparisons. But if you read the chapter, there's no one of us here who would want our female family members to have to go through that. And so on that basis, I'm saying that it is unfair. And that is Moshe's point, I believe, not the point you are trying to pin on and focus on these two comparisons and then say, because these two comparisons are different, then the punishment must be different. The whole chapter is medieval.
Okay.
I don't know.
Kwabena.
Yeah.
See, you were a good reader, right? Maybe you can read it. You can read it so that we can go through here. So you agree with Ben Moshe. The law is the law. Okay. The law says this is what happens to somebody if he does this. The law says this is what happens to you if he does this. And that is the law. So what do you mean is unfair? If you are, I don't, okay, maybe it's unfair, like Suini is saying, it's your own opinion. But how is this unfair to the women? How is this unfair to the men? If the Bible is holding the women to the higher esteem at their time, this is what a woman should be. A woman should be at this level. Marrying your man, you being a virgin. Why is that unfair? I don't get this logic. So
it talks about raping a woman and what should happen, and a woman being punished for rape. There's similar laws in the Middle East where, for example, if a woman is raped, unless she can show she was raped. So if a woman is raped and she's pregnant, she goes to prison because it's not considered rape until she proves it's rape. So because what is evident if a woman is pregnant is she's had sex outside of marriage. What is not proven is that she has been raped. So she has to prove that she's been raped. And that mindset, that way of thinking, I don't think that's fair or that's right.
Example, okay, good example that right here. According to the Muslims, not according to me, even if you come and find somebody raping somebody, you have to get 4 witnesses, and the 4 witnesses have to see the man doing
again, I don't agree. I do not agree.
See, that is not the Bible. That's what the Muslims believe. That's what they believe. So the SMMA country will say what I'm saying right now. No, that is what the Muslims believe. So if the Muslim come and say I am lying, then we can check in their books. Okay, so that's not what the Bible is saying here. The Bible is totally different topic. Kwabena, can you read this? Can you read it for us?
If any man takes a wife and goes into her and detests her and charges her with shameful conduct and brings a bad name on her and says, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found she was not a virgin, then the father and mother of the young woman shall take and bring out the evidence of the young woman's virginity to the elders of the city at the gate.
Okay, wait. Is this what we just read? Is this something that is protecting the woman, or is it something that is degrading the woman?
No, that doesn't. That protects. That protects.
This one protects the woman, right? It's protecting the woman. Okay, continue. I want to know why you think the Bible is degrading women. Like you
And
confirm.
the young woman's father shall say to the elders, I gave my daughter to this man as wife, and he detests her. Now he has charged her with shameful conduct, saying, I found your daughter was not a virgin, yet these are the evidences of my daughter's virginity. And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. Then the elders of the city shall take that man and punish him. And then they shall fine him 100 shekels of silver and give him, sorry, you moved it. Shall fine him 100 shekels of silver and give them to the father of the young woman, because he has brought a bad name on the virgin of Israel, and she shall be his wife. He cannot divorce her all his days.
Okay, so is this still protecting the woman or degrading the woman?
Protecting.
Is it a bad thing or is it a good thing?
I don't go with these laws, but it's not bad.
Okay, then what's the opposite of bad?
It doesn't necessarily have to be good.
Okay, let's continue. But at least you confirmed it is protecting the woman.
Sure.
So let's continue. Okay.
But if the thing is true and evidence of virginity are not found from the young woman, they shall bring out the young woman to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her to death with stones, because she has done a disgraceful thing in Israel, to play the harlot in her father's house. So you shall put away the evil from among you.
Okay, so this is going to be the consequences in case she was not a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
That is the law for them, right?
Sure.
And you disagree with the law. That is what you are saying. You disagree with this kind of law.
Yeah.
Right.
If this is the best that God can do, then he's lucky.
For their generation, that was the best God can do.
No, whatever God, it's a God. He knows everything. He knows the future. His knowledge doesn't expand like ours over time.
You are not God. You don't know the future. You cannot say anything. You
No.
don't
I'm talking about the description given to God, that He's all knowing, all powerful, etc. So that means His knowledge. That means His knowledge does not expand.
Whatever you think it is good today, maybe in 20 years to come, you can change your mind. It's not good anymore. Whatever you think it is good today is how you should be treated. 20 years to come, maybe 40 years to come, you will say, no, it's not good, because you have evolved. You changed your mind. God knows what was better for them. So He gave it to them. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. Verse 22, please.
If a man is found lying with a woman married to a husband, then both of them shall die. The man that lay with the woman and the woman, so you shall put away the evil from Israel.
So is this one degrading the man or the woman, or is it both? What do you think about this? Is it a punishment? Is it more degrading for women or for men?
This is like
for both.
Both, yeah.
Okay, so you said you agree with whatever Moshe was saying. Moshe's perspective, or Moshe was trying to portray that the Bible degrades inequality. There is not equality between the man and the woman, the punishment. That was Moshe's portraying the Bible to the people. But right now we found one verse which was protecting the women and and right now we see the punishment for both. They both be put to death. Moshe never read this.
That's not the whole chapter, though, Sito. That's not the whole chapter.
Okay,
I get you can put. I get what you're saying, that you can find places where it's good and bad on both sides, or balance or whatever. But let's continue.
Let's continue, because Moshe never did this to his audience. Let's continue.
Okay. If a young woman who is a virgin is betrothed to a husband, and a man finds her in the city and lies with her, then they shall bring them out to the city gates, and you shall stone them to death. The young woman, because she did not cry out in the city, and a man, because he humbled his neighbor's wife. So you shall put away the evil from among you.
Okay, so both of them, right?
Yeah, and
okay.
I see. You found a verse that's taken out the rape.
No, just read, because you come to the rape.
Okay. But if a man finds a betrothed young woman in the countryside, and the man forces her and lies with her.
So this is the rape. This is the rape part. Okay, forces her and lies with her. So it's the same as rape, right? Okay, so continue.
Because it was the same thing in the situation before, but she was in the city, so therefore. But anyway. Then only the man who lay with her shall die. But you shall do nothing to the young woman. So you do not, there is in the young woman no sin deserving of death. For just as when a man writes a neighbor, For he found her in the countryside, and the betrothed young woman cried out, but there was no one to save her. So that's
Okay,
the
so is this one,
assumption. The
so
assumption is that
is this inequality? Is this inequality for the women or unequal? But Moshe was saying inequality, and the woman is being degraded. Is this verse saying the women are being degraded or more protected?
the thing is, there should be nothing put on the woman in this situation. It's not like whether she cries out, whether it's in a village, whether it's in.
Okay, I get your point. Okay, but according to this verse right now,
So that's what I'm saying. So on that basis, it's not right.
Ben Moshe said the women are being mistreated and the men are being favored. Okay, so what you have just read, as a sincere man, what you have just read, in which of these verses is making the woman less value than the man? That was what the whole point of Moshe was, to present it to the people how the Bible degrades women. But we just read it. Let's read the last chapter, because let's read the 26, 28. Let's read it. Please. I'm thankful for you reading it, because it will be clear for the people, because you are a better reader. Usually, Kevin helps us in reading, but I think so you are also good. Let's read it, okay? Please.
If a man finds a young woman who is a virgin, who is not betrothed, and he seizes her and lies with her, and they are found out, then the man who lay with her should give to the young woman's father 50 shekels of silver, and she should be his wife, because he has humbled her. He shall not be permitted to divorce her all his days. I think this is the verse. This is the verse he focused on, isn't it?
No, this is one of the verses he quoted. Yeah,
this is one of the verses he focused on when he was making his point about the inequalities.
No. This point, it wasn't about the inequality. This point, he was saying, like, how can the Bible say you should marry the rapist, the one who raped you? You should marry her.
Yeah, or the injustice, inequality, all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So his point was, how can the Bible tell you to marry somebody who raped you? Okay.
Yeah.
And then he moved on to verse number 13.
13. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
this verse is appalling.
Okay. It's not actually appalling if you understand it. Okay.
Wow.
Let me explain it to you, because this verse, our understanding, it is a similar verse in Deuteronomy, Exodus chapter 22.
No, it's not. No, you did that before. It's not, because it says seizes her, and you even showed before the verses where it talks about overpowering. It talks about seizes was one of the options when you brought up in the translation thing. So this is seizes her. This is very different from just lying with her. Listen
carefully. Okay, what will be so if this was about rape? The verse 28, if it's about rape, what is the punishment for rape according to verse 25?
25 says it's if they lie with each other. Like, that's basically
read it again.
If a man befriends a young woman in the countryside and the man forces her and lies with her, then only the man who lay with her shall die.
Only the man shall die. So if it is about rape, the man shall die. So verse 28 is not about rape. Because
go up. Sorry, go up to 27.
But what if maybe that one is just about the countryside? How about that too? Is that a possibility? Maybe it's just specific to the place that it happens.
Wait. 27. He said 27. Let me, Kevin, hold on small. Okay, I want 27. Okay, please 27. 27 is here.
Someone is saying you should read 22:21. Let's see what's there.
We just read it. 22:21. Okay. There, 22:21. That is it. Then they shall bring out the young woman to the door of her father, and the men of the city shall stone her to death. Well, because the woman is not a virgin, right? We already read it. Yeah, can you already?
Yeah.
This when the woman say, Beman is lying on the woman, said the woman was not a virgin. Now it turns out to be true that she was not a virgin. Her punishment, capital punishment, is to be stoned to death. That was the punishment for not being the virgin at your time. He didn't kind of discuss it with yet something new, okay? But Ben Moshe is pointing and say the women are being mistreated here. A Bible near partial. But you can't do it saying now if you don't understand there, you're a different topic. But the ones now who claims that 20 something years, I am 16 years and I must stay with them and I must study Bible. No, but he doesn't understand. That is the point.
But he's asking why kill the woman for not being a virgin. He's asking.
That is the law. That is the law.
And that's what he don't know. Unfair.
That is the law. It's the law. That is how.
It's just the law.
Is that the law? And
you don't know why. It's just the law. That's it.
Okay, so it's a shallow Ghana say, so will be betray Ghana, the punishment is hanging. Now,
But there's
why
reasons
is
for law. No, bro,
yeah,
listen. But
the
there's
law is for
reason
the woman, for women to preserve themselves, preserve
for what?
themselves
How?
their marriage. For their marriage.
Okay, so what? Wait, settle.
My
So what is
guy.
the law for? Wait, settle. So what is the law for a man who loses his virginity in the Bible?
That one, it doesn't. I don't mean to mean kind. It doesn't say it.
So why isn't there anything like that for men?
I don't know if it is not, but I mean to mean kind. A good question.
You don't know if it's not. You sure you don't know? You know it's not there.
But so now,
Oh,
I
come
say
on.
you don't need them. I say now you are trying to fish out some things, and I'm move focus on the so. Yeah, them say in the Bible, they can say in the reality now.
But we're asking you something. We're asking you something.
Yeah, but
why is virginity only? Why does virginity only matter?
Mushe the argument in Impone say, I didn't say the Ubusa is here, and the argument in say unjust. I didn't think Berman there. He doesn't have to be a virgin. I don't know how you can.
No. So Seto, sorry. Can you go to 27?
27 again. Okay. Have you read your own Bible over there?
Okay. No. I'm waiting for you to finish because you said 27. You asked me a question about 27.
Now you said I should read 27, and it's on the screen right now.
No. Okay.
Because the point in the answer say be mushe kind of krena no o kind Bible no explain chairman for say the Bible ni krena no problem man.
No, but I don't understand how you can say 28 is an okay verse because of 27. That's why I don't understand.
No. I'm not saying if I say according to what my understanding, the 28 is not about raping, so forcing yourself on the woman.
Because he says it seizes her. He says it.
Yes. We went to the word now they use it. He seizes her and lies with her. Okay,
that's right.
Yes, but when we go and check, it can have different meanings because verse 25 if that is the case, if you seize somebody and lies with the person, your punishment is to be dead. So you
no, okay, I get your point. No, so then you're not understanding the verse. You see the betrothed, what that means is somebody who's engaged or belonging to somebody else. So the difference between 25 and 28 is if a man goes and takes a woman who belongs to somebody else and rapes her, then he shall be killed, only him. If it's in the countryside, it goes on to say countryside. 28 says if he finds a virgin who is not betrothed, basically engaged or belonging to somebody else, and he rapes her, then he can pay money and have her as his wife. That's the difference between 25 and 28. I see what you're saying now.
Okay, I hope they won't hold them. And then what I'm saying, and they say, okay, so now you see. So if the man forces herself on a woman, and yes, according to Wese and the to seize her and lies with her now, okay?
He rapes her in both situations. First situation, she's engaged, so he dies. He must be killed. Second situation, she's a virgin, so therefore he can pay money. I don't think any one of us would be okay with this law if a man rapes our children, our family members, and they say that he can pay. So on that basis, I do think that this verse is wrong, completely immoral on that basis. I'm not. So so that's why I say what Ben was saying presented and spoke about in terms of verse 28. I agree with him. This is wrong. Now, are there other places in the Bible where it's balanced or it favors women? Maybe, yes, and yes, we've seen some, but this verse is wrong.
Oh, okay. I think say I've my best. Okay, I have
Okay.
done my best to present it to all of you. And they say, I want to understand. They say, Exodus chapter 22 now, verse number 17, 16 now. Okay, Exodus 22, 17, 16 now.
That just said lies. That just said lies with her. That doesn't say seizes. It doesn't say rape. That's different.
Let's see what it says. Let's say Exodus 22, 16. I kind of say okay. Or say if a man entice a virgin who is not betrothed, what they say, like Bakuna kind of, and lies with her,
That's not rape. That's not rape.
Yeah, but if we check about the word now they use about here, that word now they use about overpower her. Okay,
Mhm.
this particular word they use in 25 as a rape. That is the what we call rape, overpower her. And when we look at the word they use in 28, let's look at the word overpower in 28. It's a different word. So they
No,
have
but yeah, but maybe they didn't use overpower there. They could use, like they says there, they could use C's. They
let's
could
see.
use different. They can use
It says
different.
overpower, and when he overpowers her,
Yeah, that's how they translated it as
yeah, but
overpowered her.
the original
Yes.
word is different. Let's look at this. Look at this word and look at this word.
So with that word, when you put it in a dictionary, what does that word mean?
And that's what my understanding is. The 28 is speaking about the enticement to
No,
seduce.
that word means enticement. That word, when you put it in the
Yes,
dictionary, it means
look at this. To manipulate, like to manipulate people.
to seize.
It says it right there. Look at the Strongs. The Strong, it says to manipulate, like to seduce. So if you manipulate a woman and lies with that woman, okay, then you have to be with the woman because the woman is not betrothed to anybody. Then you have to stay with the woman and be with her. It's not speaking about like rape, like you understand it. That is what I mean. So the word can have different meaning. Okay, yes, maybe the translation of what the one Ben Moshe is reading. That is why sometimes when they are reading the Bible, they always pick a specific version of the Bible, which will but if you check out the words now, one overpower her, no, a good screen so you can see with your eyes. But it was say overpower her 22, the 25, Deuteronomy 22:25. That word overpower, no, it says to fasten upon, to seize, be strong, obstinate, okay, whatever. And they call the 28.
All of
28 now. That to manipulate, okay, to seize, to chiefly, to capture. Why? Your verses one of my one. The point in
So your point is that it's the manipulate. That's the meaning. You've chosen manipulate. That's the word that you're saying it means.
Yeah, to seduce. That is until we call it compared that Exodus 22:16 and 17 canon. Then we can get it means that okay, this is what it's trying to say. Okay, this is what it's saying.
So you're saying the word entices is the same word used in verse 28. It's the same word.
Let me see.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Let me see. Let me remember what word is used here. Let me see. Okay, this here it uses this word
Seduces.
To seduces.
Yeah.
It uses this word different. Another word. It uses a different
So
word.
it's not the same thing. So they're two different. The seduces and the overpowers are two different words being used. And under overpowers, it gives many examples which leads to exactly what rape is. The one that is questionable, like you're saying, is to manipulate. But all the others leads to why it was translated as rape. It's not straightforward. I mean, but anyway.
But look at. You see that the point here, we see rape as something different. Let the Bible speak is trying to call here, but my time is up. See, according to the translation itself, okay, what is the word rape here? What does it mean according to the Bible?
Yeah, no, and to lie down.
To lie down is that rape?
Let him in. Maybe he could help out.
No.
Let the Bible speak.
So you see now. So when we use the Bible to explain things, it's different. Yes, when we hear the word rape, it
says
harsh.
so. Let's say he seizes and then lies down with a person. That's why it becomes rape. Because if you capture someone and then you lie down with them, then that's rape.
It could be he manipulates him and lies down with him, with her. Manipulation and lying down.
Yeah, manipulation can be with strength. It doesn't have to be just words.
To manipulate, it doesn't have to be words.
Not just like you can manipulate somebody with strength, you can overpower them. So it doesn't have to be just words that can be used as a form of manipulation.
Yeah, okay. People are here, people will listen for themselves, okay? My understanding is that according to this verse, because you have slept with a woman, okay, so and the woman say manipulating another, then you have to keep her and you cannot divorce her because if manipulating did you keep her? It's not
problem. Let someone else speak if they ask me for my 1 minute. So I think my 1 minute is up. So let somebody else speak.
Time on us, so anyway, I have to go because I'm many times. Okay, me to see very hot for her say the Kevin me that say Kwabena me that say okay. And as usual, Yahuda I join the line, but in time and so want me join the program. No, I say Yahuda me chiao. I wanted somebody from Yahuda. As the beginning of the video, me boy Yahuda din me say Ben Moshe they am level through one, but say the boys need to say Yahuda. And I say people like wait my join and can be boy pa, but Yahuda be joining late. I be joining late pa. And he said the make come say no. Nobody hates Ben Moshe. Ben Moshe is a man or a man say or an intelligent guy, but it doesn't mean say we cannot speak about Ben Moshe, especially if he has the right to speak about everything. Okay, it's a question Moshe now or portray him maybe chairman for and Tisana. To me, no, I used to believe him too. You can be an amijidi. Says I know Bible can work. Say Bible ni mo can never wampa. But unya context now is different. Sana me patche. Ben Moshe or exaggerating. He exaggerates in many ways. Adia all kind of no crack crampon or bit me the or exaggerating. So
I think, like I said, I think it'd be best you debate him and expose him, and then people could really then understand. One to one, like, because doing this behind when he can't speak on what he's saying is almost pointless. It's best you confront him and let him say what he's saying, because I can only talk to what the verses are saying and what I believe he's reading.
Ben Moshe, I cannot go and mean to me Ben Moshe himself in debate. What Ben Moshe knows about the Bible, no, I don't know. That one thing I clear.
But then you can't come and do this behind his back.
No, but somebody knowing something about the Bible.
Wait. Manta is saying something. This is very true. You have to be careful with the R word. Otherwise, you'd get a strike from YouTube. It's true. You could say grape. You could say grape. Don't say that word. You can say grape.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah.
Okay,
you can say it with a G.
Mantaya, okay, me that's I no cry and it's a film no crampo. But TB, somebody can even say, Ben Moshe, what he knows about the Bible, I don't know, when in context, but even if he knows the context now, he can determine to twist the context. Because I don't know anything, I will believe it. But mama not seem like he's talking the truth. But so
then have that discussion with him and then let him show you how he's not twisting it, rather than away from him, and then you come up with your own.
But okay, compare with what they're doing. I cannot go. Maybe a Yahuda, what they say, Ben Moshe level. He is the leader of a whole movement. Who is Ben? Me, because Ben Moshe should come and debate with me. Say, hey,
you are making videos on what he says and questioning what he said, which is fine.
Mammy come out, you know, I'm on phone TV because maybe Ben Moshe be statement we say no. Say be Ben Moshe, obi Kevin Kwabusam say, member 5 books of Old Testament. When they meet me after the first 5 books, but they are from a free Leviticus econo. Minka 7 books. They're taught to us. Hinta and under. What they say na they're taught to us. They say na meet me more. Ebi a catch them say min quote to 10 Bible verses for me 3 man. Mean to me quote 20 now. Me my chance say na me say me Bible scholar me Bible ni nyina mu. But you will never be one na. Clearly say Ben Moshe or can. Most of the time he is like he's saying it to an audience or as to a certain particular audience, you know. And the way the one man will use to also a cash one harsh.
No problem. Just talk with him and let him explain, and then people will all see where you are both coming from.
But it doesn't mean that kind of credit a point in
Seto, listen, Konataki, the thing is, with this whole, like the laws and everything, when you consider whoever's saying, regardless of what Seto's saying, whatever Kwabena is saying, Avraham Ben Moshe is saying, the thing is, when you read all the laws, by and large, you get this whole sense of primitiveness behind it. It seems like, it has this mindset, you know, of such like a high level of primitiveness that you wouldn't expect from an intelligent God, you know.
They will tell you that's what God has set for that time. That's what they'll tell you for that generation.
Yeah, no, but it just does not make sense because I mean, just think about it. I mean, you be given certain laws like about interwoven fabrics and stuff, and then giving laws about. Just hear me out. So let me just finish, please. You haven't let me speak today. Let me just speak, please.
Okay.
I'm just saying that
to address some things be but I think because time will not permit it. Mami address Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 and 18. Say using the own context, say they make us say oh, me the idea breast too. My baby doing am so oh. I de benya farm now. Gis say Australia as in yan kwem ko no. Me farm now. Gis say e dia Kevin aba answer. So the question is, it's not about heaven and earth may be crema. This is what Christ is saying. Mark chapter 5, verse 17 to 18. Or say, one man so be say and I say or be say a gift one. Nemo be really pay. Na or catch almost say, Abra or Sonia Sassi in your income. I declare be airing Kamunko, just sending in another every answer. So I didn't even have a discussion that. Answer. The question is, do we obey law or do we fulfill law? Now, law and the prophets now that use to crumble air company. It's about the prophecy concerning him, no, and all kind. The answer may be to make no, this is yeah, and no matter fun when you have every answer. Luke chapter 22. 24 rather, verse 44. Actually, say, "Be I kafa Yesu to hono." Abem. Yeah, all things concerning Christ, no. Abem. It's abem dia. Then the law has to go. Hebrews chapter 8 verse 13. Colossians chapter 2 verse 4. Ephesians chapter 2 verse 4. Colossians 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verses number 6 to 16. And so actually, I say, Sam Rano Edina Echemuko. Specifically, we are now under a new covenant, and that new covenant has its of law.
And covenant verses now quote you because you were demanding say Yama verse be a treasure. And you check a verse and say
I know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's just done as well. So I'll check them. I'll check them as well.
You were asking
yeah, because he just mentioned that the laws that Jesus was referring to were the laws about himself. Like, you can say those statements, but where do you get that knowledge from? How do you begin to just distinguish the laws how you want it to be to make it seem what you want? Anyway, your time is up. Your time is up. So.
I Cocoji sa iron, and you know, I managed the show. No, and I said, we are here. Michelle, see, I drew 1 hour. No, you know, me bani sorry, you know, also me call, and I might still have to say, this is our way saying. Me that's the Kevin as I join the back, okay. But me time as song, me say my friends who are saying no. Once again, we'll be on time by Moshe. So what can be there for the Quran and Hona, okay? But Moshe make sure say, or be representing Quran, say the Quran it here, or be kind hadith, or be kind commentary. Ever Bible no so the end dia na adwene a different topic. Every person was saying as to is sketeful. Me do be as moment for conversation when see was saying okay. Be when in that one when you study man tire me dance man tire so draw your attention e call hono okay. Every person was saying to is sketeful.
I don't use my smartness to teach people foolishness. No, I use my smartness because it's a gift, God-given gift. So I lead people to the right way mentality, the right way to think. Remember, if you can put your blind faith in scholars, you think they will lead you to paradise, then think twice. They are never going to lead you to paradise because they are interested in your money and not your faith. So think twice. Your salvation is more important to you. You must know your salvation depends on you. The way you reason with things, as God told you in Quran chapter 17, verse 30 says, do not pursue that of which you have no knowledge. So if you have been praying 5 times, ask yourself, where is the evidence? If you say you are a Muslim, what made you a Muslim? How did you become a Muslim? What makes you think you are qualified to be a Muslim? What if I call you a mushrik? You think I cannot prove it? I have the evidence to it because I can see it. When somebody goes out to steal, what does it become? A thief. When somebody regularly goes out to rape, what does it become? A rapist. When somebody goes out to actually fraud people, what does it become? A fraudster. So when I make lectures and you see me calling people mushriks, I have the evidence. Even in a courtroom, I can stand the test of time. It is not a must to agree with everything a person says. We all have the intelligence to decipher and examine things we want to follow. Nobody is forcing anybody. But whatever claims I make, I can prove it. But the question is, my opponents, when they make claims, can they prove it? Let's find out. That's why I'm called a correctional officer.